Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house, man. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, man, Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family, man? Y'all know what it is, man. We got a good one tonight, man. It's kicking off around 7, man. Get them tickets, man. One of them high leverage conversations, man. Salute to the chat, man. Duncan, I see you, man. Tahuti forever, I see you, man. I can't even read. Okanami, I can't even. Boy, I'm messing you up. Israel, what's up with you? Peabody Grind, man, what's good? You know what, man? I often wonder why the hell I do what I do, man. And then it's moments like these that make me say, I got to do what I got to do. Take a lot of flack. It's like, how dare you come into this community that's structured around pseudoisms, structured around us being able to compete with everything at all times, no matter what our skill level is. How dare you come into an area where reality is whatever you make it and try to wake us up to that, Ankh. We already recognize Europeans as being the devil. We already recognize Europeans as stealing everything, robbing and taking everything, and you come in and say different. I don't say that, but that's where they put me at, yo. So this is one of them debates again. Once again, the flim-flammery. All day. I see you in the building. What's this? Met out. Did I say that right? 8792, man. All the way in Paris. Paris. I remember when the Vikings ransacked Paris. That's in history. Christy, what's good, man? Man, I'm here. Man, y'all know I'm also here on the Community Skeptics too, man. Y'all gotta like and subscribe to that channel. I'm trying to get those subscriptions up too, man. Be over here, man, because I got a good friend, man, that let me rock the channel, man. We've been supporting each other for years, man. Ups and downs, in and outs, man, but he always supported science, no matter what they say. He always supported science, man. He also supports pseudoisms. But he also supports the babies, the old people in the middle, the Christian, the Muslim, everybody, man. He give everybody a shot at it, yo. Now for me, in my liking, I ain't giving anybody a shot. No, sir. I'm not that guy. Sa.neter is, man. He that guy, man. Yeah, he give everybody a shot. That's why his numbers ain't as great as they should be. Because most people lead the pseudoisms because it's part of belief system. Homo sapiens evolved. Brains evolved in the Stone Age to believe. And so you can get some charlatans running around here to get you caught up in belief. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. That's why I got a saying, 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's real. So, I'm always, let me give y'all the channel thing, so y'all can get that. Man. Let me see. Put this in here, man. I'm going to open the link up, man. We can talk about what y'all want to talk about. But we need to talk about that daggone debate tonight, man. Y'all need to be in there, yo. Seriously, man. Man, go over there and subscribe to my Community Skeptics channel, man. We need to get 5,000 subscribers, man. You know, in this war against pseudoisms, man, well, I lost a lot of channels in it, man. You know, crazy. Lost a lot of subscribers, man. That's why people saying, where the hell you been? I ain't been no damn where. Shoot. But y'all see it right here, Monkey and Man. Now, this discussion is going to be about a particular El Negro. It's a particular statue that the pseudos claim is a Negro, which is crazy because they promote racism, right? Crazy. But it's not a statue of a daggone Negro. Because what the hell do a Negro look like? I don't know. I know there's a racist attempt to make all people black look a certain way with the peppercorn hair and the big lips and the short stature. That's not true. That's racism. So he's going to be promoting racism tonight. And we're not going to let him forget here, Flat Earther, trying to explain human beings are all humans from Africa. If they ain't from Africa, where the hell are they at? The only way to be able to push that is to have a scientific theory to back that. That he's not going to do. So y'all see it right there, man. Did all humans come from Africa? Yeah. Now, you talking about Homo sapiens sapiens? Us? We talking about us. Yeah, we all come from Africa. Interesting. I'm going to save my energy for the night. Anyway, man, y'all see it, man. Y'all see how we do this around here, man. We keep it a buck. I can say we keep it a buck, man. It's something at the university around here, man. So we support institutions, man. And so a lot of times I get a lot of dislike because it's the comprehension. You know what I'm saying? Is it a black civil war coming? Hell, no, ain't nobody. That's what we're not doing. It's not fighting. We're gonna do no fighting. Ain't doing no fighting. Nope. No black civil war. FBA. Listen, so I always want to let me see. Homo sapiens is not a monkey. Yeah, man. That ain't the debate, but you know, that's a hell of an explanation right there, man. Harlem Reese, man, is in the damn building moderating. Max Bird is in the building moderating. Sterl World, am I sounding right? World is in the damn building moderating, man. Huh. I see you, Parker Cope. So a lot of times, man, y'all tune in just to see Gideon Block, Pseudo Killer. What's good, my man? A lot of times, y'all tune in to see if I'm gonna get beat up. Right? But I got all the damn ammo, so I'm never getting beat up. Ammo. All books aren't created equally. Because you can have a pseudo book and think you got a book. I remember them days. Have a pseudo. I got damn boy, a pseudo book. You gotta get the quality anthropology. The quality, you know, when you're getting books, you want to get books, college books, university books. That's where it's contained at. That's where the real work is produced and it trickles down to the public. Right? If you get an education, you go into the universities, right? Or you buy the university material. That is operating at the highest level. This what we do. We familiarize material to the marginalized community. That's what I've been doing. I've been introducing y'all to material you wouldn't get. A lot of times people don't got time to go to college, man. And if you do got time to go to college, you ain't got time to look at the subject matters that we be talking about. Because you want to get a degree in something to help you make some money. You ain't making a lot of money, no black studies. Yeah, real work. The real work The homework is in the universities because that's where they play the level. That's the level, y'all. Y'all didn't know? Like the NFL is the level. You can be out here playing Pop Warner, big up the guy, serial killer. That's support. Listen, NFL is the damn level. I'm trying to give y'all an idea what the level is. The NBA is the level. You can talk about overseas. You can talk whatever you want. NHL is the level. Major League Baseball is the level. Hey, but they got the World Baseball. Yeah, they play baseball everywhere, yo. But we all know they want to come and play with the pros. There's pros in every country. Like I take the level in soccer is not in the United States. The World Cup is the damn level, man. Call it football. All right, and not tactical football. So I came in promoting the level, and they've been debating me against the level. Do you know when you debate against the level, you get smashed out? It's just my job to make you to understand it, but they're never going to be the level. Because the only way you can match the level is to be in the level. The only way you can play professional football, NFL football, is to get in the draft and be a part of the level. You can't say I'm the best running back and ain't on the damn team. I'm better than him. I can beat Mike Tyson. In your mind, you can beat Mike Tyson. In your mind, you can beat Neil deGrasse Tyson. In your mind, you can overthrow the Outer Africa theory. In your mind, and you can flim-flam people, and you can tell them this. You can whip up some crazy books and pull up some wild-ass internet, because white people is wild. They got a whole wild internet full of wild stuff, made-up stuff. They doing this, they doing that. They are promoting pseudoisms, and I've been telling y'all this for years. Anybody that's been following me over the last 20 years, get what I'm saying now. It take a minute. Sanchez has nothing to win this debate. He's going to use his charisma. He's going to use his line. He's going to do everything. You know, that man got a nice little monotone. Yeah, you know, you be like, what, nigga? He's smooth with it. He has a pseudo following, but them pseudo following ain't bought no damn tickets yet, though, had they? Where they at? Support your man about to get beat up. What we talking about here, man? What we talking about? El Negro. That's the name of that statue, Mesoamerica. Y'all know Mesoamerica cosmology, man. They love monkeys in their cosmology. They created calendar systems. Big up to the pseudo killer, Miss Tiff. How's she not a moderator? She got to be a moderator, man. What we doing over here, man? I need some help, man. Now, she ain't working. I see the bar. The bar reloaded is in the building. Barbarian is up. Y'all know what it is about them damn barbarians. We barbarians come to conquer. That's what's going down tonight. So, first of all, he can't win. Now, he can win in y'all mind because you don't understand the subject, so it's up to me to make you understand the subject. No person running around on YouTube has the acumen, has the scientific discipline, has the skill set, has the research, has the name, has none of these things to overthrow the Outer Africa theory. Inky couldn't do it. He flim-flammed y'all. Oh, he made up some stuff. He made y'all think that a theory is complete. See, it's counterintuitive. A theory was never complete. It's always open. Religion is complete. Jesus Christ died for your sins. Jesus Christ died for your sins. If they doing the excavation in Rome and they happen to find the body of Jesus Christ or Jesus Price, and they take the body out the grave and say, "Oh my, we did the forensics on him. His chest was caved in. We think he got ran over by a Roman chariot." At that moment, the whole religion would change. But they would have to ignore it because religion don't change. You couldn't tell the truth that Jesus Christ didn't die on the cross. He died by the hands of a Roman chariot. See what I'm saying? But in science, it's flexible. You can find more information saying, we thought Homo sapiens sapiens was 190,000 years old. We found some old bones. They 200,000 years old. Wait a minute, we found some more bones. They 300,000 years old. So, and science never speaks in absolutes. Religion always does. Science is always open for change and ratifying and making sure things is correct, right? It's not fixed. And that's the problem we all have. We want everything fixed. We're comfortable with Jesus Christ down on the cross. We don't want you to find him and say, man, his chest cavity was caved in. He actually didn't die on the cross. You wouldn't have no religion then, would you? We got indigenous black man in here. Indigenous black man taught everybody. Well, you be scamming with that though. But I like indigenous black man though, man. I do. Yeah. Lord John is in here, man. Yo said, watch this, Lord. Let me see, Lord. Let's see if I can beat you up. Because you definitely hit that. Let's see. That's how we know you pseudo. Everybody ain't come from no one place. That history, not history. And then we knew, Lord John, that you was actually a pseudo. Because you use this term. Listen, here's another factor. We have the funny hat factor. I'll show some pictures of the funny hat, right? The funny hat factors, right? That's a clue that this guy may be promoting pseudo-isms. Now, when a person say history, you already know he's gonna be promoting pseudo-isms. I'm gonna say it again. When you listen to a person trying to tell you something, and they say history or our story or telling our vision, telling lies our vision, it's pseudo. Because you ain't gonna be in no major university where I told you, yo, with a level that saying that nonsense, it's trash. It's spicy. See, we spicy in our community. Those who say things extra slick get more views. But it has nothing to do with their level of intelligence and nothing to do with them having command over the damn subject matter. We are caught up in the glitz, right? In the glitter, the spectacular. You see? So he says, ain't one place what? He says, you pseudo, everybody ain't come from one place. His story, not his. So we actually think there's a whole group of white people that produce a story, and black people just sat on the sideline looking crazy. 400 years, they ain't adding nothing to it. That is essentially saying that white people are far more intelligent than y'all. You know that's what you say when you say that. That he is so intelligent, he is so cunning, he is so great that he's the incredible devil. Y'all know God never killed the devil in the Bible, right? How spectacular is the damn devil? That God gave him the rule over earth. You only got one goddamn place, that's earth, that we can live on. And damn it, God that made him the ruler of it. What the hell is going on? And this guy, Lord John, got a nerve to big up white people right in front of our face and think we're not intelligent enough to know that's what he's doing. Doggone it, John. That's not how it is. Now, early in my pseudo days, I thought humans popped up everywhere. Of course we think that. Define the laws of gravity, define the laws of biology, all of that. We just look past that because John doesn't understand biology. That's the same way with Sanchez. He don't understand biology. He know trickology. Yep. Newsflash. Sanchez. Pseudo Sanchez. Pseudo Sanchez. Pseudo Sanchez. Yeah, last time I checked. Let me Let me show y'all something. I'm trying to figure out where y'all at. If we learn anything in here. I'm going to drop the link. Show some love around here, man. Get the tickets, man. Tickets, man. Don't be playing. Now, I'm giving you clues. Our story and all that nonsense is wild. That nigga can't never call me pseudo, nigga. I heard John Henry Clark say that. The person that first used it on the broadcast was Ngozi. We was on the show and he hit Clyde Winters with you a pseudo. Clyde Winters talking about the 1.5 million year old bull in America. Goes like, you's a effing pseudo. I was like, yeah, that's the clear division to let y'all know. And so I popularized the damn thing. Now, 20 years later, you won't call me a pseudo. Like, I don't know what a pseudo is. Stop it. Knock it. How do you say it? Knock it off. Lady Bell. Lady Bell is in the building. Man, Kaya. Kaya said, Kaya said, I overstand. Yo, come on, yo. That's the Malachi. I overstand. And again, I overstand. Hey, I overstand. Mean you stand on you stand on top of it and you see everything. You overstand. You don't if you underneath, you can't see everything. But you stand over top of it, you can overstand. I got this pseudo damn fat. Man. Woo! It says what pseudo is to say everyone came from different places when no one other place had the hallmarks of life than Africa. Nah. So first of all life don't come from Africa. That's crazy. Because it wasn't even on Africa at 4.2 billion years when life arrived on Earth. Keyword arrived on Earth. See? Wasn't no Africa yet. Wasn't even a landmass there for that. Let's get that straight. Remember, there's a theory called continental drift. Remember that in Pangea, when you can clearly show how the continents broke apart. So if this Negro pen is trying to say that it was humans there, he's out of kilter. He's gonna get beat up. He can't come in with that. Man, there's a rule of thumb. Let's use wild grains, like grains, cereals and grains, for instance. We're gonna use wild grains. We're going to use Afro-Asiatic language. I'm going to give you some things to kind of put your mind on. And what I want to talk about is, humans, Homo sapiens, right? Humans, and when I say humans, there's a variety of different types of humans, right? There's at least 6, 7 different species of humans, okay? Right. That predate Homo sapien, Homo naledi, Homo neanderthalis, right? Homo erectus, Homo florensis, Homo gastar, Homo ancestor. These are different humans, right? Okay, now watch this. So we got groups of humans, different types of humans. Watch this. We got different types of cereals and grains, right? We're going to talk about grains in particular. Okay, and then we got the Afro-Asiatic language. Now watch this. In the Afro-Asiatic language, there are 6 branches. Okay, we're going to use number 6. There's 6 branches of it. This is verified, right? When you deal with grains, let's just take a particular slogan, right? Let's take a couple different types of grains. Let's just use the number 6 again. If I use the number 6, y'all. Spool. Hey, Tom, he's the devil. He's the 666. See that? I don't feel like it. I'm gonna do the 5 for the grains. And the Homo sapien, I'm going to use 5 different types of humans. So watch this. Let's take the continent of Asia, and we're going to use the continent of Africa. And we're going to place the humans, the grains, and the Afro-Asiatic language on Asia and Africa. And this is how you'll understand why Sanchez can't win this conversation. Watch this. the grains, right? We're looking for the origin of a particular grain. In Africa, there are, because we're using 5 grains. In Africa, we find 4 of that similar grain in Africa and 1 in Asia. Say it again. With the grains, we got 4, because we're dealing with the 5. We want to know the origin of these grains. So in Africa, this is hypothetical, we got 5. No, we got 4 that we found in Africa, and we found 1 in Asia. Boom. So now let's move over to the Afro-Asiatic language. Afro-Asiatic languages, we find 5 varieties of Afro-Asiatic and 1 in Asia, which is Semitic. So 5 in Africa, 1 in Asia. We got the grains, we got the Afro-Asiatic language, and the Homo sapiens, Homo and humans, right? We find 5 to 6, 7 of them, right? Archaic humans, pre-Homo sapiens sapiens in Africa, and we find 2 outside of Africa that ain't from Africa. So this is the logic. Wherever you find the abundance of that something, that is where that something started out as. He gonna have to do that and prove that. So if we're finding the majority of grains in Africa, then obviously these grains escaped to Africa. Maybe humans took it out with them, right? But we know the variety of it is in Africa. Homo sapiens sapiens, we find different hominids in Africa more so than outside of Africa. As you get away from Africa, you find less and less and less. So you get to America, you don't even find no ancient humans, no archaic humans. There's a reason for that. Because humans spread from Africa all the way to the Americas. All species of humans didn't make it to the Americas. There's only one that made it, and that is Homo sapiens sapien. So we got the Afro-Asiatic language. There's 6 branches of it. 5 is in Africa. That means that the Afro-Asiatic language more than likely started in Africa. Why? Because it has the most variety. The grains, we talked about 5 grains. We found 4 in Africa, hypothetical, and 1 in Asia. So that means more than likely it's the grains started out in Africa first. The different species of humans, we find 6, 7 varieties of them in Africa. 2 in Asia. So that means that more than likely humans started in Africa. And we have a scientific theory to back that. How that man gonna get past that? Simple. He's not. He's gonna make up shit. Excuse my language. Yeah, he's gonna be saying anything, talking. That's what he's gonna do. What? Afro Records? Come on, man. Did I say it wrong or something? Oh, Pangera. I said it right. Pangera. Pangera. What am I saying? Man, go ahead with that, man. Y'all gonna leave my pronunciation alone, man. That's what y'all gonna do. Good point. Charles Darwin was a student of a black man. Yeah. We don't want to overwhelm it. We don't want to overwhelm it. It ain't like John Edmiston taught him. What he did was Darwin went to him to get educated. They paid him to teach him about taxidermy. Right? That's when you stuff in animals. But in these classes, John Edmiston, he actually was a freed slave in South America. While living in South America, here you go again, he learned about the diversity of life. Life in the rainforest is highly diverse. Got the most plants and animals, variety of animals in the rainforests. Animals flourish in the rainforest. Plants flourish. Plant, they call it flora, right? And all that flourish. He say, Darwin, there's variety here. Most diverse than any place I've ever seen. At that point, Darwin was actually studying to be a surgeon. Darwin ain't necessarily like the blood and all that. He ain't like cutting on people, but his father was surgeon, so he gonna try to follow after his grandparents and his dad. But after that man told him about the diversity of life and talked about certain ideas to him, Darwin changed his mind. Like, that's what I want to do, man. I'd rather be a naturalist. It wasn't called scientist then; it was called naturalist. So John Edmondson gave him a valuable tool because when he circumnavigated the globe, Charles Darwin, he would have to take the technique of stuffing animals with him. He stuffs the finches. You know how important the finches are. The finches are these birds. They beak size actually verifies natural selection. Evolution by way of natural selection. That's another whole conversation, right? But this black man actually, changed the course of damn near history because at that point, if Darwin goes off to be a surgeon, he's not interested in the rainforest and circumnavigate the globe. So Darwin had a chance to take a trip on the Beagle. Most people haven't even heard of the Beagle. Let me see. I thought I had the Beagle. I thought I had that. Damn. What took my book? Oh, goddamn. Got it. The Beagle. Most people have never even heard of the Beagle. Well, he circumnavigated the globe. Watch this. In circumnavigating the globe, he can see the diversity of life. That's important. So yeah, man. A middle out. Met out. Yeah, man. That's a good one. John Emerson, he's serious dude right there, man. Serious dude. I'm gonna say that wrong. In Galapagos Island. Yeah, I stay slow. I'm slow. Slow with the right hand. Bow, but I'm throwing it crispy. Chris, you know what I'm saying? Get out the way just in time. Galapagos. Something. Damn islands, man. Galapagos Islands. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what them finches was. Anyway, watch this. So remember I'm talking about the diversity, right? And so he take this trip around the island, not around the island, but around the world. And in doing that, it changed his perspective because at this point, he definitely felt like European culture was superior. I mean, that's not a hard one to get. Victorian time, they was racist wild. The language itself was racist. And they had a certain unscientific idea about people. Galapagos. I like that indigenous black man. Now you can say, I put the thing there to help pronounce it right. Galapagos. You ain't do nothing but go to the internet and put that there anyway. But good one. I'm gonna give you that, bro. Galapagos. God. Anyway, back to Darwin. And what does it have to do with the debate tonight? Because let me finish that and move there. So first of all, we already got the Sanchez ain't gonna be able to get past that. He's just not. All right, because he's not in the field to get past that. He's not going to be able to produce a theory, a scientific theory on what the hell he's talking about. He's going to produce a whole lot of pictures. Y'all gonna be looking at the color pictures and cartoons and be like, oh man, that's deep. Yeah, whatever, yo. Anyway, when Darwin seen the diversity of life and the diversity of humans and the diversity of culture and everything, he recognized, you know what, I might be wrong. European culture might not be the best, yo. Maybe everybody's culture is fit for their environment. Maybe the way these people look is because they fit for their environment. It's diverse. Remember, diversity wins today. Remember that. Because they actually win an arms race against disease. Y'all didn't know that, right? Viruses are attacking you right now. Say again, viruses are attacking you right now. Every breath you take, you breathe in trillions and zillions of viruses. Every breath you take. Our immune system is fit for it. You feel a little down sometimes, that's your immune system working. Either your immune system or a vaccine you taken in the past is working. See what I'm saying? But it's that diversity. It's the diversity of life trying to find a way to fight against the viruses that are trying to kill life is why things need to be diverse. Simple as that. That's why the community is important to have ideas, not to the point where your brain fall out your damn head. See, that's ridiculous. All right. But diversity, it's nothing wrong with diversity, right? Now we got to be able to reach our conclusions and we will use the high level material, not the nigga on the corner talking. It's like the person on the corner talking with the Bible, just talking, reading the Bible. Then you go to university and learn about the text real, how it was constructed. See, that's different. Let me drop the link and say everybody want to get on here. If you got a challenge for me, do that. Everything is on the table. Remember that. Everything is on the table whenever you jump up here with me. You can talk about anything. I ain't mad at you. All right? I'm going to say it again. Everything is on the table. Yep, you're right, indigenous. The immune system is key. Yeah. Think about it. Humans didn't have a technique to stimulate their immune system for 350,000 years, man. So our immune system got the job done. Sometimes. So more people died off more often. I got a fun fact for y'all. You always often hear people say, well, Europeans, they didn't take baths. They didn't do that. They didn't. If you go to the 1300s, 1300 CE, 1100, you know what I'm saying? If you was to go to Europe, man, Britain, you would go there, they'd be filthy. And you all say the white people filthy, but why was that? There was a reason behind that. There was a belief behind why they wasn't taking baths and hot baths. Because they came up with this idea, pseudoscientific idea, that they had learned, they had recognized, they could see that when they took hot baths, their pores would open up. Listen close. And so there was no theory on disease. What they thought disease came from bad air. And if your pores would open up after taking a nice bath, boiled water hot, pores open up, that bad air would get inside and penetrate your body and you would become ill. They really believed that. So there was a belief behind why they didn't take baths. Because they wanted the dirt to seal in their pores, right? They would wear clothing, you know what I'm saying? To seal that in, to complete the seal so they wouldn't get sick. This is actually the opposite of what was happening because we know germs flourish in dirty areas. Dysentery and all that. You think about that, the running water wasn't there. They used the bathroom. They didn't know. They actually didn't know that. That's why when the conscious community started talking reckless about science and understand disease and overwhooping herbs and all that, that's how you already know y'all back there with the Europeans where they had beliefs that was pseudoscientific. So that's why they didn't take baths, because they was under the belief and pseudoscientific idea that when their pores open up, that's how they get sick. Remember, you had the Black Plague and all that wiped out half their population, right? You had all types of diseases running around that would kill them. They didn't know why. They thought it because they thought they could seal their body off, they wouldn't get sick. That's why they didn't take baths. There you go. Now y'all got something. Look that up. You say, what can I tell? What can I tell my Christian friends who believe the world was created 6,000 years and don't believe? First of all, carbon dating, man, they don't just use carbon dating, yo. Got thermoluminescence. They got at least 30 dating techniques that I know of. I could rattle them off, but you can just look that up, yo. So you can tell them they got tree limbs. They got tree roots that are older than 6,000 years. You got trees themselves that are older than 6,000 years. So how is it that their roots are here before the world was created? And oh, by the way, you let your Christian friends know that the Bible is not talking about the world. It's only talking about the Hebrew world, the biblical world. That's the point that needs to be made. Righteous. What's up with you? With righteously Jalicia. Did I say that right? What's up? You say shaking your head. So y'all run the risk of sounding like 1100 CE when Europe was ignorant. We don't got the records in Africa to really get into that right? The next time I'm gonna come in, I want to talk about the behaving practices of those in Africa, and I'm pretty sure, like anywhere else, it was different belief system based off it. We know the Mongols didn't take baths neither. Why didn't the Mongols take baths? I'm doing this for y'all to show you how your belief can have you looking wild out here. Right? Like when y'all go against science and say I'm the gatekeeper. I am the gatekeeper though. I'm the gatekeeper against pseudoisms. Look, I'm the gatekeeper against this too. Look, I'm a gatekeeper against this too. Look, I'm trying to give y'all the clues. Look, I'm the gatekeeper all day. I'm keeping people like this out of the community, bro. Right here, this guy right here has the what going on. This guy right here, boom, he has the funny hat. The herb, the bottles behind him, shit all over the store, excuse my language. Look at him. He's scamming. You know he's scamming because he got the funny hat. It's the hat. It's the hat. He's going to act like he can cure everything. He's scamming. You know how he able to scam you? Because African Americans, or FBA, Foundational Black African Americans, or FBA, or ADOS, we don't go to the doctors enough. We are afraid. And we are afraid based off our history. Get it? But at a certain point, you got to get past that. Or you're going to end up in this man's office right here, lying and scamming, getting your money. I'm not sure he's mixing Native American with the tassels. I don't know who made that for him, but he's wild. But how you know he wild? Because he got the funny hat. If you run across somebody in the store with their hat like that and some white paint in their forehead with an Ankh, you know they scamming. Point blank. There you have it. What was the point I was trying to make before that? I think this point is better. The scam. So we got to teach, man, so that we can be even in our approach to understanding the world, man. And if it's true, if the conscious community is what we say it to be, there's a mandate that if we get our history right, then we can change as a people. Well, why did people give you mixed up mumbo jumbo, man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever heard knowledge is power, yo? But what's misinformation then? It renders you powerless. So the conscious community has rendered y'all powerless for a long time, man. I seen a panel. It was sa.neter, it was Rich, it was all in. It was on a panel. And they wanted to do a documentary about, the conscious community that was in Harlem. Man, yo, then they talked about the Black Power. And I was looking at it like, man, yo, it's interesting how it was all jumbled up, man. And so, like, I know with Shikanti Diop's Theophile Banger, Hubert Harrison. Y'all don't know who Hubert Harrison was. He's the first person to have thousands of people listening to him in Harlem, yo. He was kicking science, scientific method. He could speak fluent Greek, fluent Hebrew. He was an atheist. John Henry Clark, non-believer. Dr. Ben, non-believer, atheist. John Jackson, atheist, right? Harlem History Club. They was promoting scientific ideas. And then you get the conscious community where you say any damn thing, where the melanin becomes superpower and the white man's a devil, and you get all the wild cult type things. And now we land here in 2026, and you still got people running around with the funny hat on. People talking crazy. People still listening to Sanchez. He got high numbers of foolery, man. Got y'all running around here wilding out. You dropped the link. FBA anti-Africans, they hate themselves. I don't know. What I do know is there's an education there. There's an education that needs to occur with the FBA, right? It is. Man, get them tickets for the debate, man. But we ain't even start the daggone thing yet, man. I'm dropping the link. I'm in there early, man. We ain't even got time about, man. About to kick this thing off, man. I know he is. Y'all get in here, man. God killer, we make those ring bass from the Kenneth. Use me. NW Cole, clear vision. Hilltop roofs, no gimmicks. Montgomery, just a tempo. Race this turn. Info heavy, show sources. Don't chit chat, no proof. Fall back. Quick. Rogers Ave, where I'm at. Another Pequee, stay intact. Park Heights, facts ready. Liberty Heights, no ferry. Yo, playing weak, go fast. Gear review, hold that. Methods first, no myth. Replicate, then it's legit. God killer, we make bells ring. Bass in the cannons, haze ring. You promote pseudo, dust cap. Stick or swim, better adapt. Roger that, talk slick love. Another Pequee, move quick love. Show sources, don't chit chat. No proof, fall back. Quick. NW Cole, clear vision. Hilltop roots, no gimmicks. Correlation, ain't cause headlines, love applause. Rogers Ave, no fake flex. Novin Pequee, no late. Dion Riley, facts, step, say less. Learn up, then rap. Mondom, and shift the tempo. Rest this down and fall heady. Park Heights, facts ready. Liberty Heights, no ferry. God killer, we make bells ring. Bass from the cannons, ears ring. We promote pseudo, that's cap. Sink or swim, better adapt. Rogers Ave, talk slick. Nah, Northern Peak, we move quick. Nah, Rogers Ave, no fake flex. Northern Peak, no latex. Show sources, don't chit chat. No proof, phone back. Quick. DOI link, facts, stamp. Say less, learn up, then rap. Shirley Avenue. Got y'all up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Shoot y'all up with some good books, man. The genetics, African populations, health and disease. A lot of times, man, when y'all looking at these DNA studies, they're actually trying to figure out diseases in certain populations, man, and then they educate you on other things. This is from the Cambridge Press right here, man. Serious homework. Sanchez not gonna be able to get past none of this, man. Man, I'm dropping a link, man. We all at, man. Any questions, man? Y'all gotta support the damn debate, man. Y'all know what it is, man. On some real. Let me see. Let me put that up, man. Get to it. Y'all see it, man. Make sure y'all support it. You see it and support it, man. Support the debate, man. All right. That all humans come from Africa. Anything other than that is ridiculous. Of course they did. It's easy to prove there's a scientific theory. I understand that the conscious community don't want to know half the time. And the ones that want to know, they get ridiculed by the ones who don't know but claim to know. In a deep sleep, monkey or man, we'll be talking about Native American cosmology, Mesoamerica. Was they representing El Negro? Oh, man. So the point I was making for the song, before I got to talk, I was saying there was a panel. And they was going back and they want to make a documentary on the history of the conscious community. That's in New York, the outside joint. And we didn't all grew up, especially the people that's younger, in their 30s, 40s, 25. Y'all see the conscious community, the internet. There's an internet conscious community. Then there was an actual conscious community where all the lectures and stuff was done offline. And then there became a point where you had online in the actual lectures offline. There was a mix there. Now it's become exclusive, right? Online. Okay. And then when you do go to the events, the tickets be like $150, like you're going to a Michael Jackson concert to hear a bunch of nonsense, man. And so, I'm public enemy number one. And I'm public enemy number one because I am courageous enough to tell you what you don't want to hear. You want to hear that the melanin gives you superpower. But no one wants to tell you all living organisms have melanin, just in different variant degrees and different types. When I say that, some kind of way I'm a gatekeeper. I'm a gatekeeper of good quality, high-level information. I'm never losing because it's not me. You're going up against established knowledge on said subjects. Simple as that. They trick you into thinking otherwise. You're being tricked. They're tricking your five senses. You can only get out of that by studying reality. So that's what we do. This has nothing to do with my belief or non-belief. A lot of times people make a statement, well, atheists believe, he don't believe, he don't believe. Man, atheists believe a lot of things. We're just saying that by the time it comes to the story that was given to us by colonial powers, we just don't believe it. And as we do further research, we recognize that everybody claims to have the God. We don't believe it. So if one God is wrong, then all the gods are wrong. If one God is right, then all the gods are right. Who are you to determine who God is right? It's a cultural container of ideas, man. Pseudoisms is a religion because it's based off of fraudulent information. Man, watch this. They'll find all kind of ways. People will find all kind of ways. Look, let me do this. Let me get the FBA mad for a minute. Look. Crazy. Watch this. Let me get them upset a little bit. Oh, nigga, you hate. How am I hate? Look, we supposed to be intelligent, bro. So if you come right here, right? Simple. This is simple. This ain't even complicated. This is simple right here. If you come right here, all right, and you see Foundational Black Americans, say you just knew this. All right. You run a car. They got a legal disclaimer. I ain't even gonna read that. That's probably saying you don't believe it. Read that next. The disclaimer always tell you a lot about the site. It say, welcome to the Foundational Black American Cultural Site. So at this point, how am I doing anything wrong? And we reading it. Then he still got, look, he got this up here, but you can't even find this no more. They took this down, remember? They don't have this no more. Yeah, he added that in there. Why is he added it in there? They don't even got that up no more. Let me see.
On this Black History.
Oh, no, they still got it up there. But y'all ain't going to find this on the internet. You're going to find it right here, though. Okay, he's supposed to take advantage of that, right? So we talking about the same thing. FBA history, right? It sound good. Foundational Black Americans are proud descendants of Black men and women who endured and survived one of the greatest atrocities in human history, American slavery. These resilient ancestors built the United States from the ground up, laying the foundation for the nation's economic, political, cultural development. It said, however, the rich history of the FBA did not begin in 1619 with the arrival of enslaved Blacks in Virginia. It began nearly a century earlier, okay? Talking about the Spanish colony, all that's good. Read all that. You say, man, I can rock with this, yo. And then it comes, then you get here. Watch this. It is important to clarify that Foundational Black Americans, FBA, is not a group, or an organization. Okay. And there is no designated leader of FBA. Okay. No designated leader, meaning nobody, boom. So one of y'all need to take the helm. But leadership come in different forms, many different forms, right? So you can lead by example. I mean, your example is you got the most movies on the subject. You get the most donations on the subject, and you got the loudest mouth. So by proxy, right? You're that. You know, you become the lead person in the damn conversation. You don't have to be, you're the lead person, you're the go-to. You got the website. Watch this. Look, scroll down here, 43 million. Here you go. It say FBA is a lineage-based designation that specifically refers to over 43 million Black Americans who are direct descendants of the freedmen, the formerly enslaved Black people who were emancipated in the United States. This lineage represents unique and unbroken connection to the foundational build. First of all, it's not over 43 million. You're not referring, that's the first line of the trick right there. The FBA ain't 43 million nothing, but it say the FBA is a lineage-based designation that specifically refers to, is not referring to the 43 million Black Americans at all. It's actually referring to a mythical people. It's not referring to a real people. You say, well, there you go with that again, Ankh. No, I'm not. Why am I saying this? Let me show you. Because as you go down the website, there's a piece right here to show you that he's not talking about the 43 million people. He's absolutely not. Anyway, I think this is a great website too. It's a crispy website. Yeah. I got all the merchandise supposed to be, right? Got some of my favorite people on here. They done made them that. They turn over their damn grave. So there's a flag here, right? And there's 3 stars to it. 15, 26, and fly flag is fly, right? See, the 3 stars mean something. All right. Let's see what it means. Let's see, is it 43 million of these people, or is it 40, or is it mythical? The 3 stars, look, represents 3 groups who make up the ethnic group that would become foundational Black America. It says the Black Aboriginal people of North America. Cross that out. That's not a real thing. It's a thing that's been in the conscious community, which is the foundation of the pseudoisms in the country. And they all promoted Info DC, James Smalls, who else? Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Ben, they all promoted. But guess what? They just was wrong, man. That's okay. Okay, you can't have a bunch of wrong elders. The younger people got to correct the elders so we can continue to move forward. People younger than the elders got to be able to correct them. Hopefully people in the elders' age range is affluent enough to be able to correct them. So there is no Black Aboriginal people in North America. Africans are not Aboriginal. That's a word you use for the Australians, first of all. They use that lingo for Australian. But you want to say original Black people? No, skin color is not a designation of shared ancestry. I say again, skin color. People with the same skin color as you does not mean that they're your folks. And this is when everybody get mad, because you're doing the lookership. You're not doing science. These ideas are developed in anthropology, where there are plenty of African Americans. They help develop anthropology these days. We're not talking about in the beginning of anthropology when they was racist and would use words like Negro and subpartist. We're not talking about the days of scientific racism. We're saying that science has corrected itself. You either accept the change and the correction or get ran over. So there is no Black Aboriginal people in North America. It is just not. That's the mythical people. Now, it says Black explorers and traders who contact with the Americans before Columbus. There's no such thing as that. What? Well, who? How many of them was it? Was it 10,000 of them? Black explorers? Black traders? Trade what? When? Not true. Not true. So we got 2 parts of it that make up the foundational Black Americans that is just not true, and I'll debate any of y'all on that. Go contact sa.neter and get beat up. Stay on the subject matter. There is no Black original people in North America. How do we know? Because we can trace the DNA from America all the way back to Africa. And that's why Sanchez can't win. That's how I tied us into Sanchez. Because we can take the DNA markers from North America and we can use a molecule test, molecular test, and you can go all, because why? Because the DNA, it actually mutates at a constant rate. So you can just go backwards. And where do you find yourself? In Africa, where the whole group or where these humans originate at. So the last one, which is correct, the last star, the captives brought to the Western Hemisphere from Africa. There you go, man. So all the way up to the beginning of the website, when he took it to 43 million, I said he ain't talking about them people, because them people would be right here. Them people would be mixed with Europeans and Native Americans and had an ethnogenesis in them. That's those people. These people don't exist. So whenever you're talking about this, you're not talking about people that actually exist. You're talking about a figment of the minds of people that was in the conscious community screwing out bad ideas because they did not have the checks and balances that they would need to get the proper reckoning to change it. It's okay to make mistakes in science. They do it all the time. But you got to have a mechanism of correcting. Science is self-correcting. The conscious community does not have a correcting system. And this is why I had these damn debates. I have these debates because I am correcting the pseudoisms. That's why. That's why we debate, so I can correct it. I'm not going to sit here and keep running around for 30 years hollering about the black aboriginal, hollering about the black nigga. Stop it. It's skin color, bro. Like, y'all make skin color more than what it is. Do you know what skin color is? Skin color is goddamn natural sunscreen, because you're living in radiation. You didn't know that the sun spews out harmful UVA rays, UV rays, harmful, kill you, cause skin cancer, skin lesions, burn your skin. Y'all didn't know that? Your hair also protects you from the daggone UVA rays. I ain't got no. I need to wear a hat when I'm out in the sun. Right. Like, this is, y'all can just look this up. This is quick work. Don't go to no pseudo website. They're going to say they're going to give you superpowers with the melon. Yeah, adaptation. So, man, and there's another thing that irked me about the FBA. This is what irked me. Let's change the title. And this is what irked me, yo. This is what irked me. When we say we African Americans, or FBA, foundational black African Americans, that's how you got to hit them with that. You got to cover the whole thing on these dudes. When we say we that, we don't actually think that we are continental Africans. So they got us actually arguing. Y'all, when y'all fight against the FBA, y'all arguing against, you are acquiescing to a faulty premise. Never acquiesce to a faulty premise. Now, I said that right. I'm going to say it again. Never acquiesce to a faulty premise. What is the faulty premise? That when we say we are African Americans or foundational black African Americans, we don't actually think that we're continental Africans. And their whole argument is we not African. We never said we were Africans. You don't understand. Once again, there's an educational gap. There's a flaw in the internet that allows people to say anything out their mouth and not get corrected. We don't actually think that we continental Africans. Culturally, we're not continental Africans. Socially, we're not continental Africans. Religiously, none of that. The language, the damn culture is in the language. Most of us, 99.99.99% of us don't speak indigenous damn languages. Nigga, we barely know the culture in Africa. No matter how many times you go, no matter how much you got to immerse yourself in the culture, and you still be sitting back thinking, man, that goddamn that damn fried chicken was good, yo, and mama's fast food restaurant. You be in Africa and then your mom just slipped. God, man, let me see a football game. Not the one with your feet, but the one you tackle. You know, you grew up in America and played sport. So I'm saying culturally, bro, we never even thought we was that. Damn. And they got a whole movement based off of a wild conversation. That's what get me. That it's like nobody can understand anything at this point. Like, are y'all serious? Y'all FBA fight. We not African. Nigga, we ain't Africans neither. We're simply saying, by saying African Americans, we're doing what the Chinese Americans do. We're doing what the Polish Americans do. We're doing what the German Americans do. We're doing what the Russian Americans do. We're simply giving credit to where we came from and giving honor to our ancestors. Prior to coming to America, that's flipping it. It's tomfoolery over there with that nonsense. That's all we're doing is giving. Well, we don't know where that. Africa is a continent. When you say Italian Americans, Italy is the country. When you say Russian, nigga, we know that. It's called slavery, ladies and gentlemen. Slavery disconnected us from our culture, from our countries, and from our tribes. We don't flipping know. So since we don't know, and then they can't tell you, we simply say we name the whole continent to let the world know we come from Africa, not from Europe, not from Asia. It's from Africa. We don't know where at in Africa. Then they say West and Central Africa. The actual records say West and Central Africa. That's what the records say. The records and DNA say that. Bet. So we just say African American. And we don't think we Egyptians. The intelligent ones don't think none of that because we can read and we can write. How about that? And I get frustrated when people just be nonsense, man. Like, can you read? Yeah, I might mispronounce words. I might don't say it. I might do all that. But I can read and comprehend what the hell I'm reading because I take my time. And I lean into what I can do. What I can do is get it straight. And if I can get it straight, everybody get it straight. It's a wild argument. Oh, the Pan-African is, that's a Pan-African talk. The outer African theory is a Pan-African talking point. No, the outer African theory is a scientific talking point that Pan-Africans actually participated in. Y'all ain't know that, did you? Anyway, so y'all didn't know for them to dig and get fossils out of African countries, you need African leadership to come together in different countries like Kenya, Somalia, all these areas to get the fossil. Kenya, Ethiopia. You need governments to allow whites. So you just think white people can walk into Ethiopia and start digging, huh? Think they can just walk straight on into Kenya and start digging, huh? That's what y'all thinking? No, because y'all have been suppressed by racism, white supremacy. That's what's going down. And I love y'all to death, but Jesus Christ. At this point, knock it off. I get it, bro. Like 20 years ago, I was saying the same type of things. I get it. Man, I get it, bro. And I know I ain't never won a debate. Of course not. Because most people ain't even understanding the subject matter enough to say I won. And then as it take their time, rewatch it again and like, raise that. Oh, shit. He beat the hell out of him. Right. It take time. Goodness gracious, man. Boy. Man, I know we love each other for real, yo. And all of us have a certain level of ignorance on different subjects. It's okay to be ignorant. But it ain't okay to be willfully ignorant. It ain't okay to front in front of us. Act like you know something. You know damn well you ain't studied that subject. You just heard another person say it, and you the loudest one in the room about it. That ain't right. That ain't kosher. It's a Jewish statement. That ain't kosher. I mean, it has not been processed. It has not been prayed over. You know, the Muslims pray over their food, right? So you get a imam, they pray over the food. The food, you know what I mean? They pray over the food for the Hebrews, for the Jewish community and the Muslim community, right? And the Muslims, they call it halal, right? That's simply something that's prayed over. The blood is drained out, is prayed over, and it's called kosher in the Jewish community. And they pray over the food. What I'm saying is, doing that ain't kosher. Meaning, in the slick way of saying, man, that ain't right to do us like that, yo. Because now they're taking advantage of a marginalized community, bro. They taking advantage that all of us don't go to colleges, that all of us In our house, we had Bibles. We didn't have scientific magazines, right? We didn't have this. Feel me? See, we didn't have that. We didn't have that. I had these sitting on my coffee tables for the kids, man. Books is everywhere, yo. So, but we did have a Bible in our house, man. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. That's why most of y'all fought to get out of Christianity. A lot of y'all fought. Right now, y'all listen to me, y'all fought to get out of Christianity and can't believe why I'm a non-believer. Is it just me? A lot of y'all fight to get out of Christianity, Islam, it's the white man religion, and then get on me for saying I'm a non-believer. That's white. How is not believing in something white? So you saying that black people don't have the ability to say I don't believe that? Is that what y'all saying to me? Damn. Hey, that's white man culture. You know, we believe, you know, we have God. Man, that's the problem. That's the problem, y'all. The way we have been cultured in America is to say that we are the most spiritual, that we are the most religious, thus we are the most proper. That's not true. You know, humans run the gamut. They run the, you know, spiritual. It's good for us to have scientific literacy, right? Right? It's not wrong to have a belief system in a God. That's not a bad thing. It's not a horrible thing for you to be a Christian or Muslim or Jewish. That's not a horrible thing at all. That's okay. I mean, you're not going to be able to defeat that. Everybody can't do what the hell I do. Everybody can't do. If you look at the stats, more people believe in God than don't, and it's by a big ass margin. Now, y'all sitting there thinking that's because there's a God. I'm sitting there saying because there's a hurdle. That is part of our makeup to believe. It's part of our genes. It's part of the evolutionary process. I give an example of in the Stone Age. Okay, there wasn't medicines. I'm pretty sure they would eat some plants, right? But those that ran and got startled and ran the quickest, those that survived, those that stood there and asked the question, well, what is that? You walking down the trail and the leaves rattle, your ass is jumping. It could have been a little ass lizard this big, but you're diving out the way. Right now, if you're in the park taking a walk by yourself and the leaves rattle, your ass is getting up, you moving. Because you don't got time to think about it. It's better. Your genes, those that had the genes that heard that noise and jumped out the way, reach the age of reproduction longer than those that do like I would have done. Why the hell is them leaves rattling? And it was just the wind that time. But I come back a week later and walk down that trail. The leaves rattle. Why the hell's the leaves rattle? And the daggone wolf jump out and eat me or bite me. Then I die from rabies or something because we don't got no medicine. Or I'm running too late and hit the tree, break my arm, and then you die with a broken arm in the Stone Age. There ain't no damn wolves in Africa at that time. But y'all know what the hell I'm saying. Gullah come in and say, well, you know, ain't no wolves in Africa doing the Paleolithic. He'll hit you with that. But y'all get my point, man. So we evolved in the Stone Age. And so we bring that Stone Age thinking forward now. And I'm saying that, man, I'm just saying. So we need to be able to bring a balance. So I always felt like I brought a balance to the community with that. Balance it out, man. You know, critique, scrutinize, be skeptical of what you're reading. So, like I said, all of y'all mad at me for not believing, some of y'all, but that's why y'all not Christian. But then y'all go to the cosmic God. See, that's a cosmic force. I'm not a Christian. I'm just spiritual. Okay, that's a Christian word, spiritual. What are we talking about here, man? Just believe, bro. I'd rather y'all believe in something you can read than believe in something that some wild person on the internet who you don't even know saying any damn thing. Yeah, go take this and eat that and then go run through the wall because you know you can walk through the wall. Crazy shit. Now go to the doctors, bro. Get a black doctor, yo. Get a black woman doctor. Get an Indian doctor. Get anybody. Let them see who you are. Work with them. Keep your health right, man. Do that. Don't run to somebody at the end of the day and get some damn herbs and spices and think that's going to heal you, man. That's why I keep giving y'all the books, man. Y'all get the auto book. Trick or treatment, yo. Trick or treatment. Simmons Saab and Zard Ernest, MD. Trick or treatment. The unbelievable fact about alternative medicine. Yeah, this whole community is wrought with alternative medicine. Y'all actually thinking it's like Sanchez, yo. He actually think he's gonna come into the debate and overthrow a scientific theory. That's what Ankh did. Ankh went there, told him, I'm a defeat. Nigga, you ain't even in the field to defeat none of that. Why y'all think y'all better than the experts? You got experts that look like you and me. Expert women, expert men, and they're African Americans or Black Americans or foundational Black African Americans or foundational Black Americans or ADOS. They look just like us, have the same shared experiences. They just got pushed to go to medical school, yo. You can get them, yo. Instead of buying the weed to the tune of about $100 a month, some of y'all spend $100 a month, $200 a month, get some health care, man. And see the doctor regularly, yo. And me saying that is I'm a spy. I'm an agent. Nigga, I'm a free agent. How about that? Now, I'm going to lean into it. I'm a free agent because I don't get paid for it. That's why these debates are essential, man. Yeah? Man, get the damn debate. Support. Y'all see it. You all humans come from Africa. Now, where the hell they come from? I hope he come in there and try and trick them, ship them. Nah, yo, I'm talking about this, man. I hope please come in there with that. Pretty please. I said pretty please with the sugar on top. Come in there with that. I dare you. The double D dare you. Let me see. We drop that link again. No more coffee. I'm hyped up today. I ain't too much. Probably drink the whole cup today. That's the link right there. Max Bird, thank you for that, man. Listen there, man. Got 116,000 in the building. It's fluctuating, man. Where y'all at? Hit the link. We go for at least 2 hours. I got read over my material. Time is it? It's at 7:02, y'all. Be that, man. Yeah, I like this right here, bro. Hit the link, man. It's a good question, though, bro. I like that, man. See, now we cooking with hot grease. Let me put this up here, man. I like this, man. Good question, bro. All right. Jibrim 8 says, Mr. West, what genetic education background do you have? Well, I stayed in the Holiday Inn last night. Oh, man, I stayed in the Holiday Inn last night. That's what background I got. I ain't got no damn background, yo. I told you, I buy the books, man. Anthropology. They got talk about genes. I got biology book. I got virology college books. They talk about genes. They talk about everything. I got it. I read the shit. Evolution books. I read it. I study. I got contact with experts. I talk to experts on the subject matter before I open my mouth to y'all. I read, I study, I get it right. I've never ever said that I had any degrees. That's why I say, yo, you can do what I'm doing. I suggest, you know what I'm saying, that people, I'm trying to get young babies to get in the field of genetics. I ain't sitting here saying I'm the daggone the author of nothing. I ain't saying I'm no damn geneticist. I ain't never said I was a damn expert. And get mad if you call me Baba Ankh. I think it's ridiculous. Dr. Ankh. What the hell is going on with y'all? Y'all lost y'all mind if y'all do that. I never said I was a doctor. I fight against the foolery. I don't act like I'm none of that. I'm just transmitting information, and I will get it wrong more times than the experts. That's why I always give you expert material. And watch this. Why a lot of people don't really get it? You know why you don't really get it? Because, nigga, to get what I got, yo, you got to pick up a real book and read it, a college level book and read it. And then when some of y'all try to read it, you can't comprehend it. See, spot, and run. The blue car. The blue car. Yeah, it's hard. So just put it in ChatGPT and it explain to you. Most of us read on the 6th grade level. So it's hard. That's why we go with the YouTubers. I'm gonna listen to this nigga. I know he got it right. I'm gonna listen to him. I ain't sitting here saying I appreciate your support. I will guide you and instruct you where to get the real information from. I practice science. I'm a science communicator. I communicate scientific ideas as best of my ability. I never said I was an expert. Never. No, I don't have no. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Now, Ali Muhammad and them, they do all that. Yeah, Sanchez, the earth is flat. Nigga, how you know the earth? You don't know how. How the earth? You don't stop it. Go get us some real material on that. You bring us a whole bunch of discredited white people. And this is the part that really get me, Jibreem. This would get me. You practicing the white man. That you practicing the white man's science. What? White man's science. Huh? God damn it, you practicing the white man's science, man. That's what get me. Now, if I bring white people, it's a problem. But for the last 20 years, y'all been bringing discredited white people that's been barred out of their community in some kind of way. They flim-flammed you because they can't talk to their community nonsense no more. They talk to y'all. I'm going to say it again. They have been barred out of their community because they claim to overthrow something that they didn't do through trickery, through malice, and through complete tomfoolery. They get put out of their profession and they come to y'all. And they write crazy books and y'all promote that trash in the community. Wish McCormick did that. What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Man. He about 6 foot. Rizza Islam. Suit up. This man was part of this was the 12 to 10 disinformation. This man made the list in America for teaching disinformation. Y'all so afraid of white people that y'all really believe that foolery. It's crazy. Yeah. So that I ain't on that. I ain't never going with that. Y'all tripping. No, y'all too religious for me. Yeah, it'd be crazy, bro. Wow. Man, but Black Point, you're not gonna get on here though. Here go Black Point. You're not getting on here. Look, Ankh didn't learn. He just read, retain, recite. That's not true, nigga. That's not true. That's the bottom. That's what y'all get to. Y'all get beat up with that. It's a pyramid of learning, bro. And at the bottom level is remembering, nigga. That's what y'all listen to. We out here, the polites. He's egregious. He's in prison where he's supposed to be, right? He just memorized shit. Young Pharaoh. You think the nigga went to school? He memorized that. And he said it. He regurgitated. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm even giving you a real textbook. I give you real sources to read. I'm not parroting any damn thing. Anyway. Stop cursing. The word damn is in the Bible. You are, let me see. Let me get that. I like this. If you are in America, be expert in America first. Yeah. And to who the point blank options. I bet you won't hit that link though. Yeah, I bet you won't. See, the chatty, we call it on the community skeptics, we call it chatty and the patty. The pseudo killers, we call it chatty and the patty. The patty, you chatty. It's all you can talk that talk. Hit that link. Got some minutes left. Y'all want to do? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? You want to challenge me on Out of Africa theory? Got a cash app here with some love, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Turner, man. That's love right there, man. That's real. Yeah. It's lunch for the debate. Appreciate that. Like to try to get 5 of them. Yeah. That support always go a long way, man. Taking time on the internet away from your family, away from your kids, going to school, college and all that, man. On here, man, take time and effort, man. So, I appreciate, I appreciate y'all, man, for real. Absolutely do. So it's important to understand this conversation, man. Yeah, but point blank, just get up here and have an intelligent conversation, yo. I do. I already know you super silly. Hey, we got Ricardo. What's up, man? From the UK, man. I appreciate the UK audience, man. They kind of affluent, you know what I mean? Yeah, the way they speak the correct English, man. I appreciate the UK, man. I had a chance to go. I didn't go because I didn't have a daggone passport. It was crazy. Got it now. Everything is based in fraud. Okay. Y'all playing 3D checkers, but they play 5D chess. Isn't even in the game because he lost in the lights of the book. Man, shut up. All right, that's your last comment. You had to pay. You did super chat, 99 cents something. I'm not playing that foolery no more. Done. Because he can't have a coherent conversation. Hit the link. Where y'all at? It's too early. Y'all still asleep. I'm going to keep dropping that link. Man, get the debate. Hit the Cash App. Show some love. All right. Where my people at in the server? Where y'all at? Did we drop this in there? Come on, Pinpoint. When it was said the whole world was led astray, do you think they meant us few who go against the grain of common art? I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'll take this question right here. Mr. Ankh. You're gonna stop Mr. Ankh and me too. Now I see that to be a slur. If you Mr. Ankh me again, I ain't putting it up there no more. It says, Mr. Ankh, sir, have you ever done any of the following genetic analysis for Foundation Black Americans? Autosomal DNA, Y DNA, mitochondrial DNA. No, nigga. No. What that mean? So now I gotta be in the lab. Now I gotta actually go to space and know there's a place called space. See, that's you a pseudo. Now I know you're a pseudo. See, I don't actually have to do any of those things. See? All I actually have to do is send y'all to the right material. So I'm gonna send you to the right material. Oh shit. Yeah, that's all I gotta do. Oh man. Let me see. We got African Americans. Let me see DNA. All righty. All right. Here we go, y'all. Let me share my screen. We're gonna do this. Why you use Wikipedia? Because if I use anything other than that, then what? He'll think he said something. Like, okay, that man want me doing genetic testing. You still would. Obviously, if I was actually doing genetic testing, you still wouldn't understand. You still wouldn't agree with it. Here you go. We'll do this. Boom. African Americans. African Americans, also known as Black Americans, and formerly called Afro Americans, are an American racial and ethnic group who, as defined by the United States Census, consists of Americans who have ancestry from any of the black racial groups in Africa. African Americans constitute the second largest racial and ethnic group in the U.S. after white Americans. The term African American generally denotes descendants. See, if you read it. See, look, African American constitutes the second largest racial ethnic group in the United States in the U.S. after white Americans. The term African American generally denotes descendants from African enslaved in the United States. See that? According to the annual estimates from the U.S. Census Bureau, as of July 1st, 2024, the overall black population was estimated at 42 million, representing approximately 12.63% of the U.S. total population. That's counting through genetics. I don't have to be a damn geneticist at all. I just click this on. Boom. See that? You don't got to be a geneticist. You don't got to. Don't let them trick you. It'd be nice. Oh, yeah, I ain't seen that. All right, here you go. Recent studies of African Americans using genetic testing have found ancestry to vary by region, sex of the ancestry. These studies found that, on average, African Americans have 73.2 to 82.1 sub-Saharan Africa. So we carry the genetics of sub-Saharan Africans. It says 16.7, 24% Europeans. So we carry the genetics of Europeans. And 0.8 to 1.2 Native American genetic ancestry with large variation between individuals. Commercially testing services have reported similar variations with ranges from 0.6 to 2% Native Americans to 19 to 29% European and 65 to 80% Sub-Saharan African ancestry. There you go. Yeah, here you go. That's it. Simple. Genetic clustering of 128 African Americans by Zakari, 2009. Each vertical bar represents an individual. The color scheme of the bar plot matches that in the PCA plot. There you go. Individual ancestry estimates from African Americans. We give you the Yoruba, the San, the Bantu, Mandinka, Europeans. See the color scheme? All right. So you don't have to be nothing to be able to read this. You just have to be able to comprehend what you're reading. Okay, I'm going to say this again. You don't have to be a geneticist. You just have to be able to comprehend what you read. Work on your reading comprehension skills. That's all you got to do. Gene-wide patterns of population structure, admixture of West Africans and African Americans. Man, you just click this. Get to it. See, this is how you get to it. Start with Wiki and then the journals. This is what we do right here. We don't do nothing else. It's simple. It's basic. It's the basic thing, like Tom Brady, basic. But he got 7 damn Super Bowls. Basic. This is basic. Basic. Genetic wide pattern. Here you go. That's all you do. Basic. Y'all too complicated. Way too complicated. Migration, African American genomic diversity. Let me see. Another one. Genetic ancestry of African Americans, Latinos, Europeans across the United States. See? Just get to it. Go to Wiki and just get to it. Stop arguing with me. I don't got to be nothing but a person to click this and click this. That's all you got to be able to do. Click, click, and read. You don't got to go to school for 30 years. You don't got to do none of that. You just got to be able to do this. The Great Migration and African American genomic diversity. There you go. All people, you can click this right here. You can get slipped. Let me click this on. Migration. You see how many people read it and all that. Anyway, I'm just saying to say that at the end of the day, you don't got to be none of the stuff they acting like. That's what the pseudo do to you. And I ain't even calling you pseudo because I have not talked to you. But I'm making a point. That's what pseudos do. You got to be a doctor, a lawyer, a politician. You got to be all that to even talk to them. But yet they use discredited people they never talk to. Crazy, man. All right, there go the cash app there, Mr. Bird. Here you go. Hold on. We dropped that cash app. Mm-hmm. Very interesting though. So we fight to get it right. And I understand, being a person who used to push um misinformation and not knowing I was pushing misinformation, I got empathy. I got empathy. Yo. I get it, yo. I get it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. He said, "Did you see the presentation by sa.neter News pseudo the bomb squad talking about black people?" And yeah, that was a pseudo document. It's a pseudo. It was definitely pseudo. It was. Yep. But like I said, I appreciate the young brother's conversation because at least we can have a conversation, and hopefully through our interactions and conversations, we can just tweak our games. I'm not gonna say they can't help me because everybody can help each other, right? But there's some fundamental misunderstandings that need to be hashed out. So I just appreciate being able to, and then like God energy, and we got God energy and Ashe, right? They got two different temperaments. You got to kind of deal with them different. Uh, so I think Ashe, I think he can change his game quick. I think God energy, he intelligent. I mean, both of them are intelligent. He take it too personal. He like me. I take shit. Excuse me. I take stuff personal. I'm like, why are you talking to? Yeah. So he kind of personal takes stuff personal, but you got to see through the personal thing and just like yeah, you can't do a presentation using the ancient Britons. That's a pseudo thing right there, yo. It's a pseudo book gonna make you have a pseudo presentation. So based off the book you used, yo, the Black Brits, yeah, it became a pseudo presentation with a whole lot of complicated stuff in there that nobody can really get to. Yeah. Man, we all at, man. Man, I hope them tickets is flying out the door. It's going down, man. It's gonna be in the game, man. Where my fam at? Where the people's at, man? Y'all see it, man. Monkey, man. It all is coming. Yeah, they did. Where else they come from then? Where's the archaeology at? Where's the fake bones? I can't wait till we throw the fake bones up there. Y'all gonna eat them alive. I dare you. I'm threatening you, Sanchez. I dare you put anything on that screen. You better be talking. Quick. Facts. Double D Dave. Donation $30, man. Oh, why I ain't changed the date on this? Triple saw. Y'all see that? Definitely going down, man. Be in the damn building, man. Going all the way down, yo. For real. Get them tickets, man. Moderators, put the tickets in there, man. Put the cash app in there, man. Y'all show some love, man. Yeah, he worrying about lying. Hit the link, though. That's what I'm saying. So we have a coherent conversation, man. Yeah, I see you, Tony, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man, to my Community Skeptics channel, too, man. I go live over there, man. Make sure y'all do that, man. You get subscribers up, man. We about 4,300. We should be at 5,000, 10,000. It's just tough sledding, man. That's real. Yeah, that's the past date. That's the wrong date on that. Saw that and messed the date up. It's today. The debate is happening today. Now, point blank, man, right now you're getting too much attention from foolery and foolery ideas. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, big up to UK, man. I got a little following over there, man. I appreciate the people that's tuning in, yo. I might be counter to a lot of stuff that people saying in the UK at times, man. But look, man, look. No. So we had this conversation yesterday, and it seemed like people could not understand what a cultural Christian was or a cultural Jew was, which is crazy. Because in the material, it tell you that Muslims, Christians, and Jews will fight against that. But in reality, there are people that are cultural Christians, cultural Muslims, and culturally Jewish, meaning they was raised in a household that practiced the custom and traditions of Jewish people, but don't believe the theology. Why is that so hard? Muslims, people are Muslim, right? Custom traditions. There's a custom, there's ideology, and then there's theology. So you can be a Muslim, right? Do the customs, do all that, but don't believe in theology. You can be a Christian, a cultural Christian, to be specific, right? I mean, you like going to go to church, your mother and them, right? You like looking at churches, stained glass windows, all that. You love you practice, do the Christmas thing, yeah. But you don't believe the theology. Why is that? Why is that even hard, man? Why is that hard to get? Boy, I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out myself. I don't know why all that's so hard. Shoot, maybe y'all get it better than I do, man. I don't know, man. All right, let me see this. You right, but it's just kind of hypocritical that your number one soldier is Islamic, but you and the serial killers saying people you are religious. No, man, that's not. No, you gotta look. Y'all just gotta look it up, yo. Yeah, and it ain't no number one soldier on the serial killers, yo. We're a group of people, a healthy group of people who promote scientific literacy, yo. And most of us are atheists, right? Some of us are gnostic, but we do have a cultural Christian. We do have a cultural Muslim. We just gotta look it up. Y'all can't make the issue is y'all can't make up your own thing and have a coherent conversation with people that's using the standardized definitions. That's the point, yo. It's not actually hypocritical. Did y'all know that Dawkins? Y'all don't even Richard Dawkins. Look, y'all don't even read this. But I hear what you're saying, bro. Like I hear you. Let me see. The real baby Chad. I hear you, Chad. Seriously, bro. But y'all familiar with this man right here, yo? Richard Dawkins, bro. Man, he a cultural Christian. Richard Dawkins. So you saying he a hypocrite? Nah, only if you misunderstand what it means, yo. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Culturally, yo. Anyway, African Americans culturally are Christians anyway. Even the way you believe, you try to leave you try to leave Christianity, and you still talk about the Most High. You're doing the same thing. Still, we all practice Christmas holidays. Ain't none of y'all going to work on Christmas, Thanksgiving. These are like, you know what I mean, European and Christian holidays, man. That's the biggest holiday ever, man. We all I can't wait for Christmas. Spend time with the family. So that's not a and so you saying if you're atheist, you shouldn't practice Christmas. Come on. I see you in the building. Sad. Man, support Sad Talk. Let me show you this interview. Said you kind of had an issue against this. Maybe not an issue, but you said some things that I thought was off kilter. But damn. Where is it? Hold on. I want y'all to actually support this 9-year-old. She's 9. Let me say it again. But we have an affluent 9-year-old. I think we should support her. Hold on. Here. All right. Right here. All right. First of all, I ain't a hater. I'm a damn participator. You get more views than all of us. Yeah, I mean. So right here, this channel right here, support this channel right here. J&J Life Mayat Productions right here. Yeah. There you go. They interviewed me on here. The real talk with Brother Ankh West. Truth triggers and youth wisdom. So like I said, man, I support the youth, man. All right. And that's our uncle right there. All right. And so these two interviewed me. All right. I felt it was a great interview. You know, I understand that when Ra Saw, okay, a segment, interviewed me, I appreciated that. I appreciate their relationship. That's our uncle. I appreciate him mentoring her, right? And if I don't go on there, then I can't say I support the youth, right? The thing that struck me was that she was very, very affluent with her speech. She was very coherent. She was past where you would expect a 9-year-old to be. So she got a chance. Look, I got 4,768 views so far since March 3rd, right? That's a decent channel. And then on top of that, you know, they interview everybody, they interview some pseudos, right? They let me freely talk about that. Yo, they didn't put the brakes on me. So I want to say this, that when we see a 9-year-old sister, yo, we should not consider her to be anything but what she actually is. Now, you have to read the comments in the server. I'm not going to say it. I'm just letting you know I took it. I took that a certain way. I need a better explanation, but I'm not going to say it. What I will say is about this young 9-year-old, yo, with her uncle, right? First of all, she wasn't talking to me. She was interviewing me. You get it? Her and her uncle. And I'm saying that's a great role model right there. That this young lady, right, got a channel and this her job. She make money off this. And she give me a shot where most y'all don't even give me a shot. Y'all don't interview me on my channel. Y'all interview all the damn pseudos. Y'all do not interview me. Y'all don't want to hear that white people stuff y'all think I'm talking about. But this young lady and her uncle, you know what I'm saying? Man, they brought me on that channel. And I appreciate this. I support that message. J&J Life May I. Go ahead and subscribe to this, man. She got 7,000 subscribers, man. She get good views. And she interview everybody. There may be a few pseudo killers that will get interviewed on this channel. Let me see. But what I will tell you is, man, shorty sharp for 9, yo. I know what I was doing in 9. I was playing baseball and football. I was playing up. I was too young to play, but they let me play anyway because I could play. I wasn't thinking about black hit, none of that. But shorty, man, listen to the interview, support with your views, right? Shorty is serious. Let me see. Watch how she talk. Let me see. We're going to hear her talking. Oh, y'all can't even
This
see.
includes some kids my age and even adults.
Hold on. Y'all couldn't hear that. Let me go back. Miss Segment, as she grows, she will find things I said was wrong. All I'm saying is, if I got it wrong, please say I got that wrong and show me how I got that wrong in my old age. That's credit to me. That means I was trying, I was fighting, I was pushing. I pushed the line. And when you push the line sometimes, as a person with scientific thought, you're going to get things wrong. Charles Darwin got things wrong. Dr. Ben got things wrong, but it's part of the struggle in scientific thought. As a matter of fact, in this community, the issue is that nobody is wrong. And science, that's when you learn. Oh, I thought that all this time, man, I was wrong. And that's your growth. And so I took these great leaps and growths, figuring out when I got things wrong. And I looked around me and people wasn't willing to go that far. But I thought it was a mandate. If you know your history, then it's going to help you push forward. That's what I thought. Well,
hey, you just say you, brother. You saved my question because I fumbled it coming out the bag.
Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
I've come to know we have some knuckleheads out here, and it just seems like they refuse to want the truth. This
We got some knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads.
Say that one more time for the family in the back.
Knucklehead. Oh, God. Yeah, yo. Say we got some knuckleheads. Let me finish hearing what she's saying, yo. Let me see. Shorty, razor sharp.
This includes some kids my age, and even adults I've come across in my own family. I mentioned that, Bob, because every time I've seen podcast shows with you on them, it seems as though when you step into a conversation, the whole comment section lights up. People start doing reactionary videos, arguing in the comments like they're defending a championship belt or something. But Baba Ross star codes like they're defending a championship belt.
Man, so you saying the kids see that too? Man, I told y'all, man. You think I'm defending the world championship belt? Shorty is on your head. Did you hear the way she articulated that sentence? Her ideas, crispy. Man, she's developing her podcast skills on her podcast at 9. That's what she's doing. She not grown. She not nothing. She's a intelligent 9-year-old young lady with a serious uncle that care about her and his family and the damn community. And that's what that represent right there. And if you seeing anything else but that, you need to check yourself. You need to reevaluate what the hell you thinking about. Appreciating this interview right here, man. Make sure you go look at it. It was a good one. I was on fight. Got the banging on elders and all that. Yeah. Right there. Man. Anyway. Yeah. What's up? I see you, Gideon.
What's good? What's good, man? How my levels? My levels are good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. You know what I don't understand though, Gideon? Why you always playing, man? Like sometimes I was like, man, Gideon is intelligent, and then sometimes you don't know how to like there's a balancing game here. There's a level of understanding that does not interfere with your beliefs that you seem to be afraid of. You get it, right? Like you're afraid to understand the business of science. That does not affect you being a Hebrew at all. Right? You might find there may some things you need to tweak, but it's actually they're two separate things. But go ahead, get in. What say you? What do you guys say?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, because I actually believe in this. All praises to the Most High in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, man. Yeah, man. Ankh, man. Like I say, bro, I always, credit you as being one of the most lucid people in the conscious community up to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? But you're definitely one of the most, clearly, most understood person, in my opinion, who makes the most logical sense of the things we see around them. But this one right here, bro, you kind of went off the pseudo-meter because
on what? On what?
First of all,
on what? I'm just trying to figure out what. On what subject?
On the subject how with juju, how a person can be against a religion and then speak about how ludicrous it is to believe in it, but then claims to be one. Now, as far as this thing with culturally Christian or culturally Muslim,
it's real.
I I really wouldn't agree with that term, but I see what's trying to be spoken of and said. I would say they're living in a Christian or Muslim society, you know, in that sense. But as in the case with a Christian society, you don't have to adhere to those tenets. You know, now maybe in a Muslim society it's much more stricter. I'm pretty much sure it is. But you know, I'll end with this. You may not know it, but you about to lose. You know, Juju, she's about to go to being a Muslim. You just don't know it. Y'all about to lose y'all sister in arms. She's about to become a Muslim on y'all. But go ahead.
But you know, and let's just say that's true. That's still my sister, though. She's not my sister because she understands scientific literacy or she recognizes that there's not the God. That's not why she's my sister. She's my sister because of our interactions, because of her always supporting me as a sister, right? And whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Just the friendship we developed over the years, man.
Right.
I mess with Juju. I don't care what. I'm not a judgy guy. I don't judge you on that. I don't judge you for being a Hebrew, Gideon. I
But
don't
to say
think
you're so scientific,
I didn't cut you off though. That's what I
you
didn't
right.
do. That's what I didn't do. I'm saying I don't judge you because you're a Hebrew. I said that's your right. So she has a right to get married and be happy as a black woman. I'm happy that this black woman got a husband, yo. And she and I think that's important that she's allowed to have friendship too. None of y'all niggas did it. Think about it. So at that point, I care more about her happiness. Islam ain't gonna kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like she said what it was. Everybody act like they didn't. Everybody act like they didn't hear what she said. And she don't gotta keep repeating that. If it was me, I'd tell her to kiss my bleep, bleep, bleep and think what you want to think. She said it. She said what she was, she explained it, and then everybody act like she didn't say it. I'm not gonna keep repeating that. Because at the end of the day, if it was me, I wouldn't even have said nothing to y'all. Y'all don't support, y'all not supporting that. It's a way to really get at me. It's what it really is. Yo, your whole organization, my whole organization ain't gonna fall down. Pseudo killers ain't going nowhere. Community skeptics ain't going nowhere. Hell, Dawkins ain't went no damn where. Ain't nobody stop following Dawkins. They just read and I see what do he mean by cultural Christian and Muslim? Does that mean it don't mean none of the shit y'all make it mean at all? But go ahead, Gideon, because it don't mean what you think it means. And you pushing back is what they say that. They say, yes, a lot of Muslims don't accept that. Right. So you're doing exactly what the thing said. I don't expect you to accept it. I'm just saying there's a thing out here called cultural Christianity or cultural Christian, cultural Muslim, and cultural Jew. It is that people that practice the custom and traditions, right, because of marriage, because of other things, but don't believe the theology. I don't know why that's hard. See, that's what
Right.
get me. Why don't you get that? She does not believe the theology. That's it, bro.
Well, see, this is and to say you put scientific literacy so hard,
Right.
you're actually speaking from your spirit because you were saying it don't matter what you do. Like that's my friend, I love her, you know, I support her. That's not science speaking. That's your spirit. That's your heart speaking. So to say you're leaning on that so much over science, it shows that you're not really sold on this science thing. But nonetheless, let me say this. Let me say this. And this is where
Hold on. What should I do?
what you mean, what should you do? What does science say about two contradictions?
No, it say mind your damn business because it's not a contradiction.
Okay. That's your spirit talking, and I respect that.
No, it's reality. So you saying all the social scientific articles on the subject, sociology and stuff, they actually study it. You're saying that they don't know what they're talking about?
No, social sciences isn't something right.
Cultural studies, that's in the lexicon.
Those are intangible things. When I'm saying science, I'm saying things that can be demonstrated, and that's basically, you know, axioms in this sense, being that we are presupposing that atheism is true versus that belief in the creator is not true. Those two statements cannot exist.
No, you got it wrong.
They cannot exist. But let me say this and I'll let you go. And this is the logic that makes me understand that this is bias, because I know at least you should be smarter than this. Trying to equate the way Jews are atheists among some of them. So why can't Muslims do the same? That's a very disingenuous statement because what's not being understood, and it's sad to say if people don't understand this, is that Jews claim to be descended from a certain tribe of people. Now, whether you believe it to be true is that's what they say. So it's a bloodline thing. So a person can be born a Jew and be an atheist, whereas being a Muslim, that's a religion you taking on. So that's why I say that statement is disingenuous.
Appreciate you, yo. What's going on, Sabio? Appreciate the nonsense.
What's up?
Now you're trying to act like Judaism ain't a religion now. Man, stop it. See, this is what I be saying, yo. Stop. Knock it off.
Yeah.
You're right. It is. But you know what I'm saying? It's rooted in them being descendant from Israel. You know that, huh?
All right, man.
Okay, cool.
And Islam not? Ishmael?
Islam isn't predicated on everybody coming from the Prophet Muhammad.
It is. They all come from the Garden of Eden, bro.
Okay, now you're going back to before Muhammad even established.
Man, they trace their lineage back to Ishmael, back to the Garden, back to Abraham. What you know?
Right, but we know the religion of Islam came about in the 7th century. We all know this. Come on, however you want to speak about what it says about in the past when it comes to Islam, but the religion itself came about in the 7th century, correct?
Okay, the same thing with your religion.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
A stamp date on your religion, bro.
Right.
Same thing you say about Islam, we can say about Judaism. Ain't no different, bro. This is a way to make yourself chosen of God. That's what they doing. That's what y'all doing. You're doing that. You can't be nothing else.
We're specifically speaking of lineage in this case. That's what I'm saying. That's why we gotta. I know the attention span of a lot of people is real short, but we can't help it by being, so jumping from subject to subject. We got to help them focus. So what we was talking about was the lineage that's ascribed to Judaism and the lineage that is not ascribed to Islam. It's a difference. One is a religion. And one claims to be descended from the 12 tribes of Israel, which is false, but at least that's what they claim.
Who is Ishmael?
Is the son of Abraham.
Cool. The son of Abraham. Nobody knows who those children are because Abraham is a mythical character that no one can attest to. So we're going to keep it in reality. I like the reality, the realistic, scientific things Ankh was bringing. This whole conversation about Juju and your feelings about what she's going to become or what she's doing and her relationship.
Hold on, yo. You can't hear me? Come on, Sabio. Listen. I'm going to ask you one time, Gideon. Who is Ishmael, yo?
The son of Abraham.
Ishmael becomes the what?
He's the father of the Arabs.
Okay. That's how they play this wild game to connect themselves back to. Come on, man. Listen, bro. This is what I'm doing. This is
grab any one of them Europeans who come on your show that deals with history, and they will tell you the same thing. Man. It's different. So I thought we was going back and forth real quick. Go ahead.
No, it's not a back and forth when you cut in the middle of my damn words. Then it's an incoherent conversation. I'm not going to sit up here and play like Ishmael is not the son of Abraham. And that somebody wrote that on purpose to connect themselves back to Abraham, to connect themselves all the way back to the Garden of Eden. This is what I'm not doing. I'm not playing this wild game. And then one side, your half say, it's not a religion. And then I half say, it's not. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not spending an hour on Juju. I wouldn't give a damn if Juju was a Christian and a Muslim mixed. I wouldn't care if Africans on the continent of Africa practice Islam and Judaism. And they do that, though. Because that's what humans do. Humans do what you don't expect them to do. You either accept it or get the F out the way. Y'all spend too much time on Juju. You ain't get that lady no love when she was pseudo killing. There was a whole lot of trash talking. Now y'all think y'all got her. Y'all don't got her. You don't even know the lady. Support the work she's doing in Africa. and let it go. It's like y'all can't hear, man. Damn, like you can't hear. That's what I was talking about. Sanchez, the nigga can't hear. Bro, it's called a scientific theory. You have to have something that replaces the scientific theory. So in this debate, he has to have something that replaces the outer Africa theory 1 and 2. If he don't have it, he lose. Simple as that. Ain't no almost. He said, shut the hell up with that. Y'all don't listen, man, because you know what? Y'all just want to be right, but y'all forget that y'all human too. You don't believe all that shit you talking about, Gideon? You can't. You can't really believe that a man who popped about some damn dirt, Gideon.
No, I'm with you on the outer Africa theory. It's definitely, I believe in that.
Did a man pop out the dirt, Gideon?
Yes, I believe that.
And a woman
I
came
believe
out
he was formed from the dust of the ground.
And a woman came out of his ribs.
Yeah, I don't believe we was fish doing push-ups in a penitentiary and then came out. I don't believe that.
What?
But you believe that so we're golems. We're golems. We Ankh. We are basically golems. We are golems. You know what a golem is, right? A Jewish magic spell that creates humans. The God at the potter's wheel is actually real. The God sat at the potter's wheel and created man.
Yeah, I don't think we've been walking around here 200, 300,000 years not knowing how to read Cat in the Hat. I refuse to believe that.
So you thought we read English trimmed down? Gideon, so you think you don't understand that's the creation of language?
I reject that doctrine, bro. But that's your faith, bro. That's your belief. But I'm telling you, bro, the passion, the love, and the conviction that I seen in Juju eyes when she was speaking of her prayers and her coming together, praising, the God of the Muslims, bro. Hey, man, one gone. But yeah,
gone where? Yo, gone. She's a happy member of the pseudo killers, bro. Where gone where? Where's she going? What the hell you talking about, yo?
You is the God killer, huh?
So what?
Right. Y'all can be friends and everything, but she's not gonna be with the folly with you and Cedric. She's not gonna be with that madness.
Hold on for a minute.
Said doing 4-hour said talks, and now he's saying it.
Gotta mute him out. So you rage baiting right now, yo?
Yeah, that's
you actually in somebody else's head telling what they're gonna be, yo. So you saying you got away from all your kids and all your grandmothers? You don't talk to them no more, yo? Get up here, Gideon, and tell me you don't fuck with your family no more. Let me hear you say it, bro. Let me hear you say it, Gideon. Let me hear you say that your family don't mess with you no more. That your friends don't talk to you. Let me hear you say that you don't say nothing to them. Go ahead, Gideon. Explain to us. Don't say nothing else. Explain to me how you don't even deal with your family no more.
All praises. All my family are believers.
And what?
This is clearly rage baiting. Juju made a position clear. How many Jews, how many Muslims do we actually know that drink, that tell you I'm a Jew, but I don't believe that stuff. I'm a Muslim by culture, but I don't believe that stuff. So we're dealing with the most ignorant set of mongrels on this planet who found an opportunity to attack a pseudo killer on some nonsense because Juju clearly her scientific literacy ain't going nowhere. Confuse what the pseudo killers does. My personal belief, my personal position as an atheist does not stand with the way of the work that we do as pseudo killers, which is promoting scientific literacy.
I'm not even gonna go far no more. I'm not talking about Juju no more. Matter of fact, next person come up here talking about Juju, I'm gonna cut your motherfucking ass out. So when I cut your motherfucking ass out, don't get mad at me. Don't say I'm out there and cuss me out. Point. I wouldn't. If I was her, I wouldn't have told y'all Negro Pins because y'all don't listen. All y'all trying to do is really attack me, my group, this, that, and the other. That's what it is because y'all ain't better than me. Y'all can't beat me. You know why you can't beat me? Because I'm grounded in science, and it ain't me. You fighting against a ghost when you're trying to fight against me. You got the whole knowledge system of science and innovation and learning and mistakes when you come against me. It ain't even me. I'm the ghost. See, I'm the God killer. Y'all want to get me. Y'all don't care about juju. Y'all ain't never, it's about me. That's what it's about. But I tell you what, don't hate me, hate the game. The game made me. What's the game? Science and scientific literacy is when I got clear to know when y'all was a bunch of raggedy pseudos. See, that's when I knew. That's when I truly understood that y'all a bunch of pseudos and afraid of white people. Every time you say the white man science, you are afraid of white people. Every time you call him the devil, you are afraid of white people. You know why? Because the devil is undefeated in the Bible. This man rules earth. Science is something you got to read and study. Your reading skills ain't there. You're scared to mispronounce words. You're scared to challenge yourself and read big words. You're ashamed in public to mispronounce a word. Not me, though. Y'all afraid, but you can read the Bible almost. Vivi, dirt. You can read that. You can say Abraham popped about the dirt. You can say that. What you can't say is, hey, man, Charles Darwin created a scientific theory no matter what color he was. And the scientific theory has the ability to change. Inky got up here with nonsense, and y'all went for it. Our scientific theory is stuck. How? That wouldn't be science, that'd be religion. So really, y'all stuck in colonial religious ideas. You are afraid to challenge their gods. You know why? Because you ain't got no heart. I got all the heart. And instead of coming
y'all
to get
need
me,
to clap
you
it
can't
up.
get me. You can't get me. You go after the women around me. You go after the brothers around me. And it's always this thing. Like that sister said, that sister's right on point. She be like, yo, it's like a championship game every time you come on alive. It is. I ain't like I'm fighting for my life. But guess what? Bro, y'all can't do nothing with me. You know why? Because it ain't me. Y'all fighting the ghosts. Go get a real degree and go in them real institutions where black people reside, where Chinese people reside, where Europeans reside, where Russians, where all ethnic groups reside in the universal classroom of learning. Go there and talk that talk. Your ass be thrown out on the first day looking crazy. You'll be mocked for your foolery. Go to Harvard, go to Morgan State University and talk to them. I talk to students in Southern University and Morgan State University. Very high level intelligent children. Not children, but young adults. I've had conversations about religion on Dr. Our platform with a dude that would wash y'all up in a conversation of intelligence and intellect. See, y'all in the conscious community, it's a bubble. And guess what? It's a bubble. It's a marginalized, full of marginalized bubble. Half reading, think they champions. Champions of what? This is my issue with the conscious community. That y'all refuse to understand anything around you. And you're the most religious people out of the black community. I'm going to say it again. The conscious community are really following white people. For real. New age white people. For real. They don't talk about the real Egyptians. They talk about some fake Egyptians. They never even thought about the things we talked about. Running around, pouring water in New York, all that, having shrines, bunch of malarkey, y'all. Go for it. A bunch of herbs in the middle of the, we in 2026. Y'all still thinking that food can stop a virus. How silly is that? Y'all in 1100s in Europe, where they thought that they could fill their pores with dirt and would stop them from getting the virus. That's where y'all at, man. Y'all sound just like them. Get up here, talk crazy. And guess what they say about the atheists? Y'all just hurt. Hurt from what? No, y'all hurt me. Talking crazy about my family, doxing me. I'm the first nigga that got doxed in the church community. Put my record up there. He's a criminal. Then niggas put the record up there and lie about the record. That's the young pseudo Cyro and stupid ass, stupid Seti. Them idiots, y'all follow them idiots. Y'all think them niggas is sharp. Them niggas ain't nothing in the real world, but a bunch of malarkey, a bunch of fools ain't going away. And guess what? And when y'all take that wild game that they teach on the road, y'all can't even get a job. You can't even own a business. Only thing you do is sell incense. What else can you sell? It's the incense, it's the fake African crows that come from China. But you ain't going to Africa to do the real work. That chilling them do, that juju them do. You want to talk crazy about her because she got married. You home sitting in your little room watching me on TV thinking how you can get me. You can't get with me. Get out of here. You got to go against the whole established field of science. And we just came out of Black History Month. Most of the people y'all talk about Black History Month deal with science and technology. I rest my case.
Man.
What's up, Mr. Orlando? What's up? I want to get that off my
What's good with it, bro?
What's up,
hey man, y'all need to leave Juju alone. Y'all need to leave Juju alone, yo. For real, like y'all went all with the juju, and we got to engage your Muslim. He's scientific as hell. There ain't nothing wrong with having a tradition and separate it from your scientific, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, not, you know, praying. You know, even myself, you know what I'm saying, I deal with traditional African traditions like Ifa, you know what I'm saying, and Sanchez. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Another thing,
we
so I go
know
to
that
church with
also.
I go to church with my mama, yo. If I go to church with
Yeah.
my mama, I ain't up there talking. I ain't gonna debate my mama on another religion. That nigga
There's
sounds
no
stupid, bro.
hypocritical around here. Yeah, that's a fact. We say that there's doctors, lawyers, there are high level of people that are scientific that are religious, right? So we always separate the two because everyone tries to confuse atheism with being scientific. And we continuously promote the two. So why is the attack,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not standing for it. I don't want to hear my sister's name being mentioned again. I'm in crash out mode at this point. I'm in full crash out mode. I took that stuff yesterday. It was way too much, but
Ted.
today it's done.
I'm in full
Ted,
crash out mode.
even Clint Reptiles is a Christian, but he separates it from his scientific science. He's a PhD, and it can't nobody get around him.
Yep, he's a Mormon, and he talks about evolution. He attacks Christians who deny science, right? And he's a full-fledged Mormon right there in Utah, a PhD evolutionary biologist. Y'all need to stop, get with the real world, and stop using opportunities to attack people that you just don't like. Because I'm gonna say it again. I'm almost in crash out mode. I'm right at the cusp. I've been good for a good couple of weeks. Don't make me go there.
What it is, he's jealous. He's jealous Juju chose somebody smarter than him. He thought he was going to be
exactly.
able to get
at least you lined up with history because ain't never been no West African Jews. West Africans historically converted to Islam willingly.
Yep.
Man, let me say this, man.
Look,
you would never get nowhere where time is at, a time clock, and speak to me about that, and continue to refute that. I don't know who. I guess this Orlando. Yeah, you'll never do that. But go ahead and say it. I've heard everything come out people mouth before, so I'm not.
All right, let's breathe.
Yeah.
We got this debate coming up. We got y'all. We there now. We in the game now. Got the crowd a little hype now. Yeah. Y'all going in there thinking this man gonna come with a scientific theory to show that humans come from other places. He's not. He's gonna do flim flam bam bam boom. The event starts at 7 o'clock, man. Ignore the date. It's the damn day. $30, man. Moderators, put that link in the chat, man. And this is what we talking about, man. It's like, what gives us the right to read something and then act like we ain't just reading? It can't be, this can't be. Why don't you get in the field and change it? Go get in the field and say, hey, man, nobody can be a cultural Christian. Just say you don't understand it. But until you do, go get the daggone tickets, man. It's $30, man. Man, how they said, mess with who mess with you. If you mess with Sanchez, go in there and see him beat me up. If you mess with me, you know I'm going to smash him out. So, I don't know. No, I ain't even from that. I only understand that, Savior. That's y'all thing. I don't know what that means. I know what I mean when I said it. It's some confusion these days. Y'all got confused for some reason. I don't know. I ain't from that age. I'm from the age when I say smash you, I'm going to beat your ass. That's what I mean.
I'm from that era too.
Yeah, that's from, so I don't even understand. My mechanism don't even kick in. They must be doing extra stuff.
I'm gonna smash you. I know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they doing.
I'm 52.
But I don't know.
When I tell you I'm smash you, you better smash my fist up on your face.
But Gideon, people often say those who don't believe are hurt by religion. Religion don't hurt nobody. Now, you do get perturbed When you sit down and you figure out, so you mean the God in the Bible ain't the God of the whole world, that there's other gods, yo? You be like, these niggas lied to me, yo. And they not only lied to me, they had my mother and them lying to me, yo. I had a father like, I don't know, yo. He was like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what my mother and my father said. My mother said, I say, mine's that God. She was like, well, I believe in Jesus, but I don't believe everything. I say, huh? Yeah, I don't believe everything in the Bible. I was like, okay. I say, Dad, is that God? He was like, man, I don't know about all that, man. I don't go to church, bro. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, yo. I don't know. So I had a nice, healthy platform to stand on. My mother, I'm gonna share this with y'all. Before she died, she was like, first of all, she pushed me to produce my first book. She was in support of that. Real Black Atheism Explained, Chronology, Human Evolution, Black Atheism Explained. She read it. Interesting, yo. And me and her we could talk for, I had a 15 to 20 minute space before she started saying, boy, I raised you, shut that up, or something, or pull out the whole card, or I don't want to talk to you anymore. So we could talk about anything, religion, God, and all that, right? And she would get to the point where that 15 minutes is up, and I get her on something, she'd be like, boy, and we'll laugh about it, that'd be the conversation. But she did believe in Jesus Christ, but not when she died. She could not understand how, prior to her ready to die, she finally asked Jesus for something. She asked him to cure her, right, of the cancer she had. It's the only thing she ever really asked God for and all that, right? And she was in remission for a while, and then it came back, and it threw her. Because she was like, that's a small ask from me, right? And she died with the question mark in her head, right? And she had me with a few answers. So she could die comfortable and understanding that, one, she just asked for a simple thing and didn't get it. And the whole shit is interesting. So she was a believer through a whole life and was in total questioning when she died, yo. And I'm not just making this up, not trying to win the hearts over. I had a conversation with her pastor, right? For the first time, man, this pastor was my pastor too, growing up, right? We had a good he was like, I didn't even know you was that educated in that. I say, come on, bro, I studied theology, bro. Right? I think he went to theology school, had his doctorate, and he was like, this is interesting. He said, but your mother, she just didn't believe at the end, yo. I was like, it sounds like you don't believe. And he looked at me. But that's what I'm saying. This religion is simply something that's in your head. Right? It's a download from colonial powers. You might have been downloaded with cultural ideas from Africa, right? Juju, E5, you know what I'm saying? Different spiritual systems before colonial powers came, right? The Portuguese, the Dutch, they was Christians. Remember, it was illegal to practice your own religion. It was illegal to even speak your language because you could transmit certain, they learn how to mix us up because if you put the same group of people together, they're going to be able to communicate. So they mixed up different tribes, different African clans, different city states, and they mixed them in together. So you really, really couldn't get that serious communication, and you couldn't raise an altar. You couldn't honor your ancestors, your principles, your ideas, right? It was illegal to do that. They wouldn't even allow you to read. They would let you read the Bible, maybe, and it was illegal to even read the Bible because they would make up stuff about that. So they put you in a precarious situation. And so these early enslaved people who had an ethnogenesis in America with colonial powers and small amounts of Native Americans, they developed a culture in America. a culture of resistance at first. They never thought themselves to be Christian. It was a time that you could get away from the slave master and go to church, and there were certain ideas promoted at the church, whether you're going to escape, what it was, but it was a time away from the master, right? And we needed that space for thought. But those first couple of generations didn't actually believe that because they was enshrined in their own custom and traditions. It's right here. It's right here. You can't get it out your head. They was breathing Africa, smelling Africa, the food, the whole 9 yards, and the things they did was that. Those first couple generations. But those next generations that came, that didn't get the proper story told to them or where they came from, and that's why we, the Constitution, supposed to be doing what we're doing, is to re-educate you, but you can't re-educate with a damn lie, y'all. Back to the story. So those next generations, we hid our spiritual social system so well in those first generations because it was illegal. We hid it into Christianity. But we hid that social system so serious that those next generations actually thought we was believing it. And they became Christians for real. And they lived it. And they believed it. Some of them used it for a liberation tool. I'm going to liberate myself. I'm going to go fight again. Fine. Bible make you think all kinds of ways. Fine. But I'm here to tell you right now that at the end of the day, bro, that system of culturation of religion, because it's a spiritual social system, shared identities, marriages, wedding ceremonies, death ceremonies, song, dance, sacred places, right, was non-African. It wasn't where you came from. You became that culture. You became a Christian culturally. You believed it. And then the next generations later on in the 50s and that, they started fighting back. Right? Clear up to the 60s, Jesus was white, y'all. That picture that they made, Jesus was white in black households. Then it started to change. Started to question it. Then Jesus became black in some households. All the time we fighting to get back to something, right? And the conscious community arises. People like Hubert Harrison, right? Part of the Harlem History Club, I believe that to be the truth. They wanted to find the real history using science and anthropology. That was the foundation of what the hell I'm talking about and what this was supposed to be. John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, and them founded that foundation. They was on that foundation. They taught at colleges, universities. Dr. Ben, he taught at Cornell 8-9 years. City College, another 5 years. They all did that. And they was given us science and science literacy. They made a lot of mistakes about a lot of things, but that's okay. That's the foundation I stand on. That's what I thought this was supposed to be about. Then I realized it wasn't. This is about those that they got to the point where they actually believed they was Christians. Where they actually thought, okay, now we know we don't want to be Christians no more. We want to make Jesus black. That's what I'm fighting against. I'm fighting against the people that's trying to make Jesus black. I'm fighting against the people that's trying to make God real for them. The only God you know is the God that the Europeans gave you. You don't know your ancient languages. You don't know none of that. When you close your eyes, you see a white Jesus. That's what you see. You worship like white people worship. That's what you do. And you mix it because the very essence of what you are comes from Africa. And so you mix it. And then that mix, you develop a beautiful culture called African American culture or Black American or FBA, whatever it is. You formed a brand new culture in America that is fundamentally Christian. Black style with a spicing of Africa in it. That's okay. I lean into the thing. I ain't mad at being an African American, Black American, FBAA, Foundational Black African American, or some say the FBA, or some say the ADOS. I leans into it. And I know what the mandate is, y'all. The mandate is, man, get your roots, man. I've come from the generation that's seen the movie Roots. Half y'all would watch Roots and start crying. Go watch Goodbye Uncle Tom. You're going to cry. You think Ruth made you get mad and start talking crazy to the people in school. You watch Goodbye Uncle Tom, you're going to slap the nearest person that don't look like you in the face. You can't even watch it.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't
Go
watch
that. Go watch that.
Ooh, Goodbye Uncle Thomas. Whoa.
Go watch that. I'm saying I'm here. I'm saying I'm here to have great conversations with the people. I'm saying I have empathy. Because I once did and said the same things y'all said. I lost a lot of followers because I took this route. Once I realized that Dr. Bennett's book wasn't just about religion, it was about science and science literacy. It was about the origins of Africans, the origins of Homo sapiens sapien. This man wrote 2 chapters on the fossils, the ancient hominids, and nobody in my age bracket talked about that. I'm going to say it again. Nobody in my age bracket. They talked about the religious part, how religion was African, all that. Yeah, man, he got that part wrong. How about that? And the part he got right, nobody talked about it. You know why they didn't talk about it? Because they do them the same way they do me. Not comparing myself to Dr. Bennett at all. But they did it the same way. That man don't believe. So people like Shemaz and them, the ones that put the shrines together, they was waiting for these niggas to die. And once they died, they could fake y'all out with the fake Kemetic religion that was fake from the start. Fake, made it up. Wasn't based in no serious anthropological study. It was based in our Christianity. So we was really Kemetic Christians. Pour a little water and So don't mess with me because I can say stuff that'll make you mad as hell at me about your little religion that's only been around for a few years. Humans been around for over 3, 4, 5, 7 million years. Humans. Leave me alone. I don't like banging on religion all the time because I have empathy and I got love in my heart for my people. But don't make me do it because it's easy work. Y'all actually have nothing. And then those who try to usurp that and get oh man, we're going to go to Israel. Yeah, you go. I don't see you fighting in the war right now. Don't play me, play Lotto. I don't see you going, oh, they got the real wines. Well, then they got the land. They look real to me. They got real jets, real weapons, real land, real tourists. They not the real Muslims. They got real Qurans. The shit is in the language. It ain't in African-American vernacular. You didn't know that was dialect? Yeah, they ain't got that. The biblical text, the Quran, the Torah, the Old New Testament is written in King James vernacular, right? The text comes off of what? Koine Greek and Hebrew. The Muslim text is written in Arabic. Quranic Arabic is not written in no indigenous African languages. It's not written in no African American, nothing. Let y'all fool yourself. Let these new groups come around and trick you. You think you got something. We Native Americans. You ain't no damn Native American. We ain't African. Never said you was. Anyway, I wanted to get on my damn soapbox. In the words of the great Hubert Harrison. That's who I inspire to be, Hubert Harrison. Look him up. Ask about him. What you talking about, man? Anyway, man, support this damn debate. Go in there with your eyes closed, you're going to get tricked. You go in there with your ears open and realize there's always space for learning and growing. You may learn something. You may learn how pseudos try to trick you, how they try to fake you, how they try to get on your emotion, how they try to double talk, triple talk, how they do all these things. Hell, we can't even get past a cultural Christian. We can't even understand that, let alone a cultural Muslim and a cultural Jew. We make up all kinds of stuff. I'm confused, man. The mandate was reading and writing. It's the mandate, yo. Monkey's a man. Did all humans come from Africa? Come on, man. What we talking about?
Apparently, in the chat, we didn't even come from Africa. We came from the Americas and went to Africa.
Oh, you mean evolution in reverse?
Hey, Cedric, I got on my TED Talk just now. I was doing my Cedric thing. Go ahead, Cedric. We got a good question for the chat right here. You want to answer that, Cedric?
All I can say is anyone that is assuming the Americas are the origin of Homo sapiens sapien, then you got your whole understanding backwards. I suggest you go and actually look at SED Talks from episode 1, come all the way up. I guess Gideon is upset with the last episode because that Bantu expansion clearly isolates and eliminates any of us having any real rooting in Northeast Africa, right? We are part of the Bantu expansion, and I guess that made Gideon upset. But yeah, human origins and the all the genetic studies of the modern day clearly indicates and established, makes it a theory, a scientific theory, the out of Africa migration. So we understand human evolution and the early migration out of Africa. The reverse is simply impossible.
Can you explain the difference? Because there's a lot of people who think that the theory of evolution is just a theory, like a guess. Can you explain the difference between the scientific theory and just the regular theory, please? Because this is sad.
I'm doing it
with evolution. Evolution gives us a unique aspect.
Can you hear my mic? Can you hear my mic, yo?
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't hear it.
Where's my mic? No, yo. The person asked this question. I wanted to kind of deal with this. I'm gonna just find that at the debate. You feel me, yo?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna think that I told you to try to answer this question, Cedric, right here.
Which one? I can't see. Oh, I got my glasses on. What is it?
It say, do you accept the part of evolution that humans also evolved from fish?
Yeah.
We never stop being fish.
You never stop. You don't evolve out of your clay, but not just like the word.
Hold on. Let me put a freeze. Gullah and Cedric, we're not going with the monkey right now. Just go stay.
No. I'm going to the fish. I'm just talking about the fish. So when they say fish, it is not just a random fish. It is a very specific fish, the fish that led to our development. So it's not a random fish. It's not a grouper.
Yeah. Hey, you see how you just sip that cup of water? That lets you know you're a fish still.
I like that.
But while they was doing push-ups, they were playing dirty hearts. What they was.
So here you go, right?
Mud skippers today that still exhibit that evolutionary trait, right? They're mud skippers, so they live in the ocean, in the mud, and with the mud, when the ocean recedes, you can see them skipping over the mud. So it appears that
they like the fish they're the fish that brought forth tetrapods, and tetrapods were amphibians, so it was an amphibious fish.
All right, y'all can actually see the screen, right?
So why don't we see evolution still happening today, huh?
You do see it.
Preach.
You do still see it today.
You do see it. So
I never seen. Yeah, go ahead.
So right here, this book is called. This book is written by Donald Pepperell, the second edition. What the fossils say and why it matters. Okay. On the cover has Tiktaalik, but I want y'all to pay close attention to this right here. Right? What you see right here on the screen is a human arm. The caption, the human arm and other arms. I'll read the rest of them. It says the common plan for all limbs, one bone followed by two bones, then little blurbs, then fingers and toes. But this happens in all creatures that have a skeletal system. What is evolution telling us? That all animals that have skeletal systems have a common ancestor. So that come on, Gullah, let me finish. Relax, man. Come on, yo, finish. So go ahead, Gullah. God damn. Go ahead.
I was gonna add in. Why would you see it? Why would you see it today? What humans live 1,000 years and millions of years? Why would you see? You only gonna see micro revolutions, but macro revolution is the result. Why would you see it today? What human you know that live 1,000 years or even millions?
All right. So you got the human arm. All right. You got the tetrapod. All right. Dinosaur. You got the bird. Right. All right. You got the bat wing. All right. You got the lizard. But look at it. Man, they all look very similar because they share body plans. Watch this. One bone. You see the black? That represents the one bone. All the black in the human arm, the lizard arm, the seal. All right, the humpback whale. Yeah, the humpback whale. Right, the penguin. Yep. And then beside that, you got the bird wings. You got the bat wings, the tetrapod. Yeah, it's all the same thing, just modified in different environments, y'all. One bone, two bones, many bones. See that? All of them got fingers. All of them got the two bones coming from the one bone and going to the shoulder. That's how they realize they was like, oh shit, they all interconnected, yo. They share the same body plan. There's only one reason why they share the same body plan, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one reason why animals have skeletons. All animals don't have skeletons, though. But the reason that they have skeletons is that they're connected somewhere in their evolutionary history. Body plans, nature, evolution, tinkering with nature.
Yeah, and all tetrapods have this. Everything that's a tetrapod got arms like this and limbs like this, yo.
Now, I don't expect you to understand what I'm saying. I get it. Lungfish, zebrafish, it's all the same. Look, I only this titalic right here. That's that fin, and that's that shoulder bone right there. Now, the reason they say the fish do push-ups because he had the shoulder blades and he could have actually did push-ups. That's why I'm saying that, bro. See, the bones of the front fin of Tiktaalik, a fish with a wrist. Bodies inside of this 375 million year old fish. It say we are staring at the origin of our own bodies inside this 375-year-old fish. We had a fish with a wrist. I don't expect y'all. This is new. Y'all thinking we popped about the Garden of Eden, yo. I get it. Seriously, I understand it.
You know, another good example of that is the mud skipper. You should show people mud skipper fish.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. The fish that do push-ups. That's what that is.
The mud skipper.
I showed the fossil of Tiktaalik.
Yeah, the mud skipper is the same thing. It's the fish that do push-ups. It's the same thing.
It's the evolved form. Yeah, it's the evolved form. The Tiktaalik with it extinct.
Oh man.
Okay, what now?
But yeah,
no, the fish that do push-ups is the mud skipper. Look it up. Look up the fish that do push-ups. The mud skipper gonna pop up.
No, I was talking about Tiktaalik. That's an ancient fossil. That ain't the mud skipper.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but they go back like that. But the modern mud skipper go all the way back to that. You know what I'm saying? That original, amphibious fish or early tetrapod design or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? More followers.
It said at first glance, our cranial nerves, the bottom right, appear different from those of a shark, bottom left. But look closely and you will find profound similarities, y'all. Look closely. In the upper left-hand corner, that's a human embryo next to a shark embryo. But look closely. 1 arc, 2 arc, 3 arc, 4 arc. That's in the human. 1 arc, 2 arc, 3 arc, 4 arc in the shark. Look at the first arc in a human and a shark. And you find a very similar state of affairs. Jaws. The major difference is that humans' first arc also forms some ear bones, which we do not see in sharks. Unsurprisingly, the cranial nerve that supplies the jaws of humans and sharks is the first arc nerve. trigeminal nerve, or trigeminal nerve. The cells inside the second gill arc divide, change, and give rise to a bar of cartilage and muscle. Yeah, man. Y'all just listen, bro. This is a serious book right here. Let me see. I wanted to find that they show you the answer. So I can find that for y'all. Yeah, this right here, yo, the developmental genes, the embryo. And man, I wish it's the Hulk gene.
Hoax
and
gene.
flies and people. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm saying, so you never would have in a conversation.
Yeah.
It says versions of the Hulk gene appear in every animal with a body. I'm gonna say this again. Versions of the Hulk gene appears in every animal with a body. So it's genes. They thought it was billions of genes. It wasn't. Right? It was a few genes that controlled embryo development, y'all, and they did a test. Let me give you a point. They actually took the itis gene from a fruit fly. This one they knew. They took that from a fruit fly and put it in a daggone mouse embryo. What do y'all think happened? When the mouse fully developed, it could see. You know what that told them? That told them that, man, the same gene that produced the eyes for the fruit fly is the same damn gene that produced the eyes for the mouse. And they could just interchange them. That's when they knew. And in the embryo development, they was trying to put some coloring in it to light up the different segments of the daggone embryo. And it took a while. And they finally figured out they had the right amount of ink in it where it didn't destroy the embryo. And then they seen different sections of the embryo light up. And each one of them different segments and different colors represented different portions of the body plan. It's all right in front of your face right there. Look at the fruit fly at the top and look at the human embryo at the bottom, y'all. All lit up. I can show you in color. That'll really help. The colors actually correspond. Anyway, we went down that rabbit hole for a minute. But in a debate, in such conversations, yo, you're not going to win. You just got to say, I don't understand it. That's how I was able to develop quickly, right? Over time, because it's counterintuitive. Man, I got to, Cedric, you want to add something to the discourse? Or let Cedric go. Go ahead, Cedric. Let me find some color.
That's a perfect explanation. If you're confused, go back and look at Guller's presentation, and you'll understand monophylology. Yeah, but the Hoax genes, once the Hoax genes came into development, you get that similar body plan that we all share, right? And you can't get away from it. Other aspects are ERV. Why do we have remnants of viruses that don't exist no more? And we share that in the same exact location with other animals. Go figure.
You know what? You know what I just found interesting about everything Ankh just said? And I think it's going to miss a lot of people. But as Ankh said, they just got to catch up. I think a lot of people enter these conversations like knowing, and you don't enter into classrooms. Like you won't enter into a college classroom telling the professor he's wrong. You enter that biology class, biology 103, not knowing, and you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point Ankh just made as well. And I think that's what I'm doing with set talks, right? I'm approaching these subjects as if I don't know anything and just learning them and trying to present them in that way so that we can ground ourselves in these subjects. A lot of the time people are arguing with us and are not grounded. It's just a theory. Why am I even having a conversation with you if you don't understand what a scientific theory is? Like what are we doing? So you're absolutely right. If you're going to have these discussions, pretend or at least accept that you don't know so that you can actually learn the stuff. If you want to refute, you have to actually know it.
So here's the Hoax gene right here. The Hoax gene is a subset. Go ahead, Cedric, read that. Make it bigger. Hold on.
My glasses on.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I made that bigger.
Yeah, I got it. The host genes, a subset of homobox genes, are a group of related genes that specify regions of the body plan of an embryo along the tail head axis of animals. Host protein.
Hold on. See, along of an embryo along the head tail axis of animals.
Animals, period.
Humans are animals. You got to include that in there. Keep going.
So yeah, that's all of us. Host proteins encode and specify the characteristics of positions, ensuring that the correct structure form in the correct place of the body. For example,
hold on for a minute. So hold on. So like antennas don't grow out your butt.
yeah. And your fingers don't grow out your ears.
Right. It's got to be right, and that's why when these genes are messed up, you see deformities in humans.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Or watch this. Remember, we always talk about recessive and what's the other one? Recessive and
dominant.
Dominant genes, right? So in recessive and dominant, you don't want a dominant host gene in finger development. You know why? Because then you'll have 6 fingers.
Yeah.
See that? So dominant and recessive don't mean what you think it means in science. See what I'm saying?
No.
All right, keep going. You was right here.
For example, host genes in insects specify which appendages form on a segment. For example, legs, antenna, and wings in fruit flies. And host genes in vertebrae specify the types and shapes of vertebrae that will form. In segmented animals, host proteins thus confer segmental or positional identity.
So there you go.
Do not form the actual segments themselves.
So yeah, see, says you'll do a whole TED talk on just that section right there.
Yeah, that's an interesting
right? So I'm gonna show y'all something that y'all can relate to. Y'all can definitely relate to this. All right. So these different genes right there, right? And they colored. So the ABD, see that blue?
Mm-hmm.
That's the development of the tail end. See the UBX gene? See the color? The color match what is actually helping to develop. Now watch this, y'all. This is easy. Host gene expression. Androphilia. What's this? Melanogaster? Did I say that right? Melanogaster. Now watch this. That's damn. Now here, this is deep for me. Now I don't know if y'all can handle this or not. All right. The leggings, whatever that is, that's like a worm or something.
Yep.
All right, that's Dilophilia. Look at that fly, right? The Floridae. Look at that. And look at the human. That's a musculus. I'm saying right? Musculus and a human and a Homo sapien. Right at the bottom. Look. Mm-hmm. I want y'all to pay attention to the thing that's easy to do right here. Guess what's easy? Just look at the damn colors. Don't worry about nothing else. Look at the different groupings, right? All right. Look at the colors. So each color corresponds with a gene, right, that actually produces that particular segment of the body plan. Easy. See, and if you look at the tail end of the human and the muscle, it's new, right? Those genes correspond to the development of the tail and the back section. The same with the fruit fly, though. The philia, see that? Mm-hmm. Y'all can at least understand that. See?
Hey,
and when they discovered that, it was spectacular. What's up? Go ahead, go. Get in because I know you're working.
I was telling on the last on that last show. I think Wavy was on there. Yeah, I was saying something about cockroaches and consciousness. I say cockroaches in a biological sense are conscious, but they're not the same conscious as humans are. But in biology, consciousness is more simple. You know what I'm saying? If you have a brain and nervous system, you basically conscious in a simple sense, biological.
Okay. It's a Ankh. Is this stuff considered developmental biology? Yeah. Developmental genes, absolutely. Hold back. Yeah, you got to. That's got to be your next one, though, Cedric. I swear to goodness, bro.
Yeah, that's a great TED talk. because we starting to understand genes and their mutations, and you see the genes they remain in the same place, but now the mutations that occur in those particular genes are what going to create the diversity that we see. So those hoax genes, they remain the same. But if you look at them, you're going to see mutations in them, a change in the allele frequencies and the SMPs. That's what's going to determine the body plan that develops.
And depending on how close that is, it's called hedgehog gene, right? And it sends out a signal, and depending on how weak and strong the signal is, it causes development. Like if the signal is too strong, like I said, it develops too many daggone fingers, right? And so if you look right here, we're gonna end it right here. Let me see. I want to come right here for a second, right? So say red, the host gene is a subset of homebox gene. We're gonna click that on, right? And it says homebox gene, right? Is a DNA sequence around 180 base pairs long that regulates large-scale anatomical features of early stages of embryonic development. So that's the answer. It's developmental gene. Mutation in the home box may change. May change large-scale anatomical features of a full-grown organism. So it's in the genes, man. And everything with genes come from where it's said. Everything with genes, is tied to life, That's why evolution is such an exquisite, eloquent explanation of wow.
Evolution, baby.
You can't explain it other ways, but today, in a couple hours, this man is going to try to explain that. How?
By begging the question, by poking holes and trying to undermine what is there, instead of giving you a coherent model with identifiable mechanisms and clear understanding. That's not what you're going to get.
Hold on. I like this question. He say, is this information going to give us homes, wealth, peace within? Yeah, if you become a scientist. Yeah, if you become a teacher and learn it and get a career in genetics and evolutionary biology, make a lot of money. Absolutely. And this information will keep you from getting sick. See, because you'll understand that you need to go to the doctor, you understand is genetics involved, certain medicines, it'll definitely keep you healthier. Absolutely. But no one item's gonna make you rich and all that, bro. That's something you have to be able to do. So the very fact you're really saying it out of hate. You're trying to hate. Is this information gonna help us? Is acting like we didn't go to the moon gonna help us? Is acting like they tried to kill us with the vaccines gonna help us? That's definitely not gonna help us. Is acting like the cosmic force creator gave us melanin? Is that gonna help us? We talk about this channel all the time about none of them things gonna help you. Everything I talk about is relevant in the lives of humans, specifically African Americans, specifically FBA.
These conversations address the very nature of human beings, our desire to know and understand reality around us. However, understanding reality around you requires real work. And that's all we're doing. We're just interested in wanting to understand why does we share a body plan? Why is that? If you're not interested in wanting to know that, maybe that's on you. But for the rest of us, humans, we want to know why.
Yeah. Well, man, we did all this leading up to, man. I gotta do some brushing up on my material, man. But y'all see this, man. We're gonna deal with some Mesoamerican people. He swear it's El Negro. He think that's a Negro. We tripping. And he had it turned. All humans come from Africa. Of course they did. Well, that's the clock tells the story. Man, any closing statements for everybody on the panel? Hope y'all get the tickets, man.
Keep God first, and always keep it real with yourself all the time.
I'm glad you was listening, though, Gideon. I know you're not buying none of it, but I hate to tell you, you can't just dive out the dirt fully human, yo.
Not with a book of food stamps.
Hey, you want to know what's crazy? I've always wanted.
Oh shit! Hey, Gideon, hold on. I'm gonna let you talk. Hey, Gideon actually think that God reached down. Look, God reached down and grabbed some dirt of the earth, and man became a living soul. I will blow into the bosom of man, and he became a living soul. Be thy withered, be thy withered. That's what you're thinking. You're actually thinking that the force, spiritual force, grabbed some dirt and formed man and blew into him, became living. Yo, you know that's more crazy than the fish. You know that,
right? Well,
at least we got some bones.
Well,
Hey,
being that man is
hold on, get it. I want to let you know that the popping out of nowhere dirt and coming out the rib is wilder than the fish. At least I saw the genes and the association, the body plans, the segments and fossils. You just showed me. Go ahead, man.
I just wanted to know.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to know what umbilical cord Adam and Eve was attached to.
Well, I ain't here. What is it? What?
They always draw Adam and Eve with umbilical cord, but if they were made from dirt, they shouldn't have any.
But hey, they needed to be attached to an umbilical cord.
Yeah, I know. Why would they need an umbilical cord? Why would they need a belly button? No, why would they need a belly button? Anyway, go ahead, Gideon.
Right.
Yeah, man. No, I definitely do. Believe that we come from the dirt, dust of the ground. Being that we made up of pretty much a lot of the elements we see in dirt. But hey, man, like I say, y'all got y'all fish story. Y'all got the theory where man coming out of the soup or something like a toxic Avenger. So I mean, it's all about what we believe, bro. So
it's not. No. I don't like that.
The only way we can prove it is to ourselves, but I can't prove what I know is true to you. So it's a faith, it's a belief, just like your evolution is.
Hey, Gideon. Before you do me a favor, is it possible for you to think past what you think you know right now? Is that a possibility? That I could say a few things that would help you recognize that what you just said was emphatically incorrect. Do you think that could be a possibility, yo?
I mean, I was just being real general. Y'all say man came out of the water, transforming.
You think it's a belief, though, right?
Yeah, you can't prove that, man.
They have though. Hold on. But they have.
Yeah, who told you that?
They got a scientific theory, yo. You get it?
Yeah, but that don't mean that don't mean they've been there and they can prove it. A theory is just what they.
No, listen, those bones represent going back in the time, yo. You know that, right? So they brought up, that means that technically they went back into a couple 100 million years, yo, and found them bones. Or they went down to meaning when they go into when they dig down into the strata, yo, you open up a new world, yo. That means for the first time in humanity, they're laying eyes on that time period, bro. That's real. You know that, right? Seriously, bro. Like that's how they know the type of plants that was there during that time, because they all died and they fossilized right there, and they need remnants and genes and genetics. You do know that, though, right? Just that I don't understand that, and I can say, okay.
What I do know is they have gathered a lot of facts. And from those facts, they postulated, and then from that postulation, after they got the book, I'm gonna stop poking fun at their paradigm. Once they postulate off the information, that's their theory. So again, they can't prove that.
Your whole thing is shot up because you don't have to be there to prove something. Same way an investigator or a detective don't have to be there on the scene to prove a case.
Yeah, he knows that.
Yeah, just like when you see a computer program and you don't have to know the person that made it to not know that it was created.
When you strong man what the theory of evolution is, It only illustrates your ignorance. It doesn't undermine the theory when you straw man what it is. Man came out of water and all of this. That's abiogenesis. That's not the conversation we're having. And evolution is a process, man. And evolution is a matter of fact. The diversity you see of life is simply a reality. There is a diversity of life. You can't deny that. That diversity is called evolution. And the theory of evolution explains how that process is. But when you try to straw man it, you're just illustrating your ignorance, not the ignorance of the theory.
When you in a courtroom, just like in science, evidence is the proof.
It is what it is.
But yeah, it's all a belief. It's all a faith.
No,
you know.
no, you can't say that. No, hold on.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's not. You get that?
Yeah, it's a faith, man.
No,
like
it's not.
so again, like I was saying, that's their theory based off the evidence and the facts that they have. Just like I can tell you all the fossils, the animals that the evidence prove and point to a global flood. So I'm taking the facts.
It don't.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
And I have science. I have scientific articles. Scientists who get paid every 2 weeks. That says the same thing.
Hold on for a minute. Let's debate that.
Let's get the phrase right.
No. When I say debate, listen. When y'all come from the panel, I say let's debate that. I don't mean a real organ. I mean let's have a conversation around that. That'd be good for you to get in.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah. Definitely.
Good learning teaching moment. I'm sure you may bring up some things that's gonna be interesting. Let's all do it. I'm gonna show you the difference between a person calling themselves a scientist and just religious. And said it all the time with the post hoc rationale, where you take things and make them quote unquote scientific. We found this. Come on, man. It's a study that's called geology. Matter of fact, Gideon, I would bring the point that humans did not understand geology when they tried to actually learn it through the lenses of the Great Flood. You know that, right? The field of geology actually came to fruition when the quote unquote people that was trying to understand Earth time period got away from using the flood. And there's one man that stopped using the flood because it was confusing them, right? Because they thought it was 6,000 year period. They were like, man, this seemed to be older. And when he totally broke away from the flood thing, that's when they started to understand, and that's actually the source of what they call geology today. So there you go.
Okay.
Quick, didn't it?
Right. So
I said the hell that I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring them in that thing.
Yeah. Let me see. I was trying to pull up actual scientists that spoke on this and brought forward the evidence because, like you say, theories, but we have to understand what theories are. Theories are basically just what they think from the facts that in front of their face. So
that's not a theory. That's not a theory.
Right. Yeah. A theory isn't a fact, right?
No. That's not what the theory is.
Right. So, let
me read the super chat. I'll tell you what the theory is. A theory is an organizing of scientific facts, laws. They organize laws, organizes scientific facts, organize.
Right. So I'm a freestyle this, right? I'm gonna give you an example.
All right, hold on, let me read the super chat. You can do it. It say Ankh wins this debate hands down. But you being willfully ignorant on this other topic, laugh out loud. You know how your group talks down on religion. Yeah, we don't talk down on religion. Man.
Oh, especially now, you not.
I never was.
You've been killing pseudos since the 80s, nigga. You already know, bro. Knock it off. But now you're talking with your spirit, bro. You're being unscientific, huh?
Hey,
come on, bro.
Hey, at this point, the stupidity is at maximum overload. I gotta go.
Me too. I'm out of here too. Man, we doing our thing, man. Make sure y'all support this debate right here, yo. Appreciate you coming to get in. We're gonna have that flood talk.
No doubt, bro. Shalom.
Man, appreciate everybody, man. You don't know how it go, man. It's real. hold on, man. Get your damn tickets, man. Monkey, man. Did all humans come from Africa? Whew. It's gonna be hot up in there, man. Get inside the gauntlet. Support that, man. Y'all got the link. It's gonna be in the description of the video. Support that, man. Support real conversations, man. Disavow pseudoscience and promote science and science literacy, yo. Scientific literacy is a vaccine against the charlatans that come amongst us.
Yeah, the HOK is the toughest environment. And or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. No handouts here. You have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest. And the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cool-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites step on the stage. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. In a cool-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a master class, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more.
Yeah, we locked in on debate, man. Y'all asking for more, man. I'm your host, Bobby Banger, the God Killer.
God killer, we make those ring bass from the Kenneth. Use me, NWCO.
Yeah, man, I see y'all tonight at 7, man. Make sure y'all get them tickets, man. Important to get them damn tickets, man. Get the tickets, man. Support your boy. If I ain't your boy, support Sanchez.
God killer, we make those ring bass from the Kenneth. Use me, NWCO, clear vision, hilltop roofs, no gimmicks. Montgomery, just the tempo, race this turn, info heavy, show sources, don't chit chat, no proof, fall back. Quick, Rogers Ave, where I'm at, Nova Pequee, stay intact. Park Heights, facts ready, Liberty Heights, no ferry, yo playing weak, full fast, gear review, hold that. Methods first, no myth, replicate, then it's legit. God killer, we make bells ring, bass in the cannons, here's ring. You promote pseudo, dust cap, slick or swim, better adapt. Roger that, talk slick left, Nova Pequee, move quick left. Show sources, don't chit chat, no proof, fall back. Quick, NWCO clear vision, hilltop roofs, no gimmicks. Correlation ain't cause headlines, love applause. Rogers Ave, no fake flex. Novin Pequee, no late. D.O.Y. lane, facts, step, say less. Learn up, then rap. Mondom and shift the tempo. Rest this down and fall heady. Park Heights, facts ready. Liberty Heights, no ferry. Dark killer, we make bells ring, bass from the cannons, ears ring, we promote pseudo, that's cap, sink or swim, better adapt, Rogers Ave, talk slick, nah, Northern Pequee, move quick, laugh, Rogers Ave, no fake flex, Northern Pequee, no latex, show source, don't chit chat, no proof, phone back, quick, D.O.Y. link, facts, stamp, say less, learn up, then rap. Shirley Avenue, Shirley Avenue, Shirley Avenue, Shirley Avenue.
Man, I'm your host, Bobby Banger. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets, man. Name of that song, man, is God Killer, man. Shirley Avenue, y'all. The place back in the day, I used to hustle that, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Bernard Jackson, man, was in the building, man. I see everybody, man. Yeah, it probably is an easy one, Chief. Your name is Chief Eagle. If your name is Chief Eagle, you're going to think Sanchez going to win this. No, he's going to come in there and pseudo-rise. He has to come in with a scientific theory on why human population did not come. I'm your host, Bobby Bangin. With that, yeah.